A very good morning to everyone out there. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Zinda Dil ma'am. Oh my god. That's for the first time I heard something like that. Okay. Hello Sandy, and hello Hazira. Hi Sanket and Ilu Khan and I got okay. So I saw some children also texting and seeing whether the actual messages are working or not. Deepthi, I saw your messages, but then you said that ma'am, if you're seeing this, please ignore. So I ignored it. Yes. So I hope all your messaging, everything is working all really fine, and I hope you guys are having a good morning. A very good morning to everyone. And if you have your friends who are preparing for KCET and you think that they would also like this session, make sure you send this video link to all of them. Tanisha, very good morning champ, very good morning. So we'll just wait for some time so that everyone else can also join. Cool. And outside the prayer song is ongoing, so yeah, just give me 1 minute, okay? Okay, so hi GS Suni, good morning champ. So today, Anvita, hello. Okay, so I think it will on go for some time, so I have to go ahead. Divyashri, good morning. Shinchan, namaste, 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 namaste. So one thing to address yesterday, I think Christopher, yeah, I remember the name as Christopher. Right, yes. So if at all, Christopher, you are watching this video, you asked me for what could be the passing marks. Okay, so I asked to a teacher and I'll tell you what is the passing marks. So 21 is going to be the passing marks for theory if at all your paper is out of 70. 24 for the what do you call for the subjects which is out of 80. And if you talk about in the total 100 marks, 33 would be the passing marks. Okay, so yes. Oh yes, Christopher is here. So I hope I answered your question. Yes, and perfectly fine. You're most welcome, chap. Okay, so are we ready, Macha, for today's live? Are we all ready for today's live? We will be covering up 2 chapters, that is microbes and human welfare and also organisms and population. This is mostly about what do you call the fixed type of questions which are there. It's easy to score if at all you study this chapter well, especially microbes and human welfare. Yeah, so yes, so everyone is ready. Hello GS world, good morning. So my dear children, I have completed these chapters as in from sexual reproduction in flowering plants until biotechnology and its application. All the chapters that you can see over here, I have completed them class 1, class 2, class 3 and class 4. If by any chance you have missed it, please make sure you watch it, because I believe that each and every session that I have taken is important, will be giving you marks. I have made sure that I understand, make you understand each and everything. Okay, and everyone who is asking me for the PDF, yesterday also I put the PDF in the WhatsApp channel, so make sure you join the WhatsApp channel. The link will be there in the description section. Okay, hello Deepthi, hello there. Sagar, okay, let's go. So now in this particular session I'm going to cover these 2 chapters, microbes and human welfare. The maximum number of questions that have come from this chapter is 4, and it came in 2021. Now if at all you see the streak, it has been 2 number of questions, but again a 3 pop-up has been coming up, so we can never expect that what can happen. So as I always say, please consider all your PU2 chapters to be super important, and yes, work for it. Yeah, organisms and population on the other hand, if at all you see, the maximum marks have been 5, and for 2 consecutive years they gave 5 questions. That is almost equal to the questions that molecular base of inheritance or principles of inheritance gives, right? Then what do you call it, went down to 2, then it came down to 3, okay, came up to 3. So yes, we cannot define the trend, it can go ahead. Yeah, fine. Now the first question that I want to delist is the question that we got stuck yesterday. 44th question: when a person with defective adenosine deaminase was treated, which of the following steps are performed for gene therapy? Now I told you, if at all a person is not having a gene for what? Adenosine deaminase. You know, this particular enzyme is going to deal with all the toxic substances which are there in the cell. So if this enzyme is not there, all the toxic substance is going to what? Build up, right? It is going to build up. That is a very big problem. So which is why if at all a person wants to survive, what do we do? And if at all a person wants to survive, first of all, what should we have? Immune cells. And one of the most important immune cells that we have is lymphocytes. And we cannot allow any toxic things to be built up in particularly lymphocytes. That is very important for us. So what do we do is that if I want no toxic buildup to happen, I will be taking the lymphocytes from the person who is affected. Okay, I have taken it out, then I will be culturing it in a media. I take it out and then I culture it in a media. After culturing it, what do I do? Basically, with the help of a vector, usually in animal cells, the vector has always been retrovirus. With the help of a retrovirus, we put our desired gene inside the cells. We put our desired gene inside the cells, and then later we put the cells back into human body. So Papu's body we took. So we are going to put it back into Papu's body. That is how it worked. Now, yesterday, while we were solving, the marked answer was different and I said something different. So marked answer was this: 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is correct. What are 1, 2, 3, 4? Lymphocytes were extracted from bone marrow of the patient. This is correct. It is taken from the bone marrow. Lymphocytes were grown in a culture outside the body. It is also correct. Now this statement I said it was wrong. Okay, but the answer was contradictory. So I was like a bit confused. Erythrocytes were transferred with the normal ADA genes. This was the thing that I said was wrong. Now, a functional ADA, cDNA is introduced into lymphocytes using a retroviral vector. That is also correct. Now, my dear children, even though the answer was marked like this is particularly wrong. Why? Listen to me carefully. Erythrocytes which are there, erythrocytes will not be having a nucleus. Okay, erythrocytes, the mature form of erythrocytes, do they have a nucleus? No. So, where are you going to transfer the DNA into? No place out there, right? No place out there. So which is why this particular option will be wrong. So what I said yesterday was absolutely correct. And here you do not have the option. I think there's a miss, there's a miss here and there. So you do not have third as the correct option. Okay, this is not the correct statement. 1, 2 and 4 is the only thing which is correct. 1, 2 and 4 is the only thing which is going to be correct. I hope that is sorted. And this was not a PYQ question, I told you, right? I took it from a book, so probably there typo error. Works? My option answer is E. Okay. So anyways, you understood the logic, right? If it's clear, just give me a quick thumbs up. Everyone who feels that it's super clear for me, Macha, give me a quick thumbs up. Hina Kausal, thank you. Okay, Hazira, thank you. So this is how it is going to go. You have to give me thumbs up. That is how we are able to, I'm able to understand that you are understanding the concepts or not. Okay, so those of you who are new, thank you so much guys for giving the thumbs up. And now we enter into the chapter Microbes in Human Welfare, one of my favorite chapter after Human Health and Diseases, because it makes you feel like you're a doctor, right? So yes, anyways, the puffed up appearance of dough is due to fermentation by bacteria. Identify the gas liberated during the process. You might have had idli, dosa and stuff like that. Why do you see a puffed up appearance out there when you do because you put the dough for fermentation for some time, and then later on when you make dosa it becomes all nice. Why? So all of you are saying the answer for this question is B. Deepti, Mrityunjay, Suparna, Aditya, Rashmi, Shinchan, Hina, Tarun, and G. Suni, Darshan. Perfect. Hazira and Crystal, everyone. Ilu Khan, Lavender Haze, Divyashri, perfect. Chandana also. The answer for this question is going to be carbon dioxide. Always remember when you talk about fermentation, this is the logic that you should be having. You have studied in class 10th also. Sorry, 10th also. In yeast, okay, suppose you have pyruvate over here. And this pyruvate is basically what you get from the glucose. Anyways, when this undergoes fermentation, you are going to get ethanol, you are going to get CO2, and you are going to get ATP. This CO2 which is there, Baba, is the one that is liberated as gas, and that is why we get the puffed up appearance. This is the reason it is known as, yeast is known as what? Baker's yeast. It is known as baker's yeast because it is used in baking industry, cake and bread and stuff like that. Okay. On the other hand, since it is also producing ethanol, okay, I can use it in another industry, that is brewer's industry, which is why it is also known as brewer's yeast. Please remember, it is both. It is known as baker's yeast and also brewer's yeast. And the answer for this particular question is going to be B, as you all said. Okay, as you all said. So the answer for this question is B. If it is clear, please give me a thumbs up. And Anvita, everyone, Chandan and Joseph and Vijay, everyone gave me the correct answer. This is before I took the name of everyone out there, right? Okay, thank you, Deepti. Okay, fine. Brewers, okay, B-R-E-W-E-R-S, yes. Okay, let's go. Next question that we have over here goes like this. Question number 2. 4 students were assigned a science project to find out the pollution levels of lakes in their surroundings. Okay. After analysis, the quality of the water samples, the BOD values were found as follows. Which among the following water sample is highly polluted? Okay, so highly polluted. So Chandana, Hina and Ilukan and Tashrif. 4 people were going into some place and they were like, you have to find which is the lake which is most polluted. So it was the BOD of each of the lakes was being given and it went like this. You have to find out which one was polluted. Tasmia, very good morning. A. Okay, someone says, Diti says B is the answer. Darshan says B is there. GS World says B. Sandy says A. Suparna says B. So most of you guys I see are saying B. Sharon, Crystal, Hazira, Divya, Tanisha and GS Suni, Parvati. Most of you, Shinchan, Illukan, Joseph, Tarun, Anvita, B. B is what? B is 6 mg per liter. 6 mg per liter, is that your answer for this particular question? You have to find which one is highly polluted. That is a question, right? Yes. So you are saying the highest value among them is the one that has high pollution? Yes. Listen to me very carefully. What is the logic behind it? What do you mean by BOD? BOD means biochemical oxygen demand. It is the demand for oxygen. By whom? Suppose this is a lake. Okay, this is a lake. And over here, suppose it is very much polluted. Blah, 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 blah. Lots of pollution is there. Okay. So what happens? Our heroines come into the picture, and that is the aerobic bacteria. The aerobic bacteria, they come together with some fungal filaments, and what do? They are like, tadam, I am going to kill all the unwanted things. So they break down the unwanted things. But for this thing to happen, remember, they are aerobic bacteria. The only thing that they require in their life, aerobic bacteria, is air, that is oxygen. So obviously they require oxygen in this particular process of breaking things down. Now just remember, over here, if more pollution is there, more aerobic bacteria, that means they require more oxygen also, right? So demand for oxygen is what? Increasing. So when I say it is more polluted, that means that BOD level is also going to be equally high. And out of this, the highest BOD, as you can see over here, will be of what? Everything is 0.06 and stuff like that. But one guy is 6 mg per liter, which is why the answer for this particular question is going to be B. Is this particular thing clear? For those of you who did not understand or who shied away from giving the answer because you didn't understand it, is it clear? Darshan, thank you dear. BOD directly proportional to pollution. Exactly. So high the value of BOD, high pollutant value. Exactly, Suparna. Perfect, Sinchan. Everyone. Oh my God. You guys are awesome. BOD directly proportional to pollution. Yes, Deepti. Perfect. Okay. Clear? This question is super clear. Now everyone, I am telling you again, who have not sent this video link to your friends, send it right now. Okay, make sure that every one of your friend watches it, unless and until you are selfish. Okay, so amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. Exactly. Now listen to me carefully. Sometimes they can twist the question. Okay, they can make it complicated. Always remember the value of it. It is mg per liter. If at all they are giving grams per liter, you have to be careful with that. All those things. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Clear? Yes. So most of you gave me thumbs up. So I think I should be going ahead with the next question. A person admitted to a hospital as he had myocardial infarction. Dun, dun, dun. A cardiologist injected him with streptokinase. Why? Why do you think? Suppose someone was suffering myocardial infarction that leads to heart attack. Okay, why are they given the enzyme streptokinase? What is the role of this particular enzyme? A, it reduces hypertension. B, it reduces the level of blood cholesterol. C, it stimulates heartbeat. D, it acts as a clot buster. Everyone knows the answer for this question. This is why this chapter is easy to score. Only if you remember the stuff, definitely. But yes. So Darshan, Deepti and Aditya and Rashmi, Hazira, Hina Kausar, Kirtana, Chandana, Tanisha, Illu Khan, Divya, perfect, Shinchan and Vijay, perfect, GS World. So the answer for this particular question is going to be this, clot buster. Streptokinase is an enzyme that is produced from which bacteria? Come on, Macha. From which bacteria do you produce streptokinase? Tell me that also. From which bacteria do you produce streptokinase? Yes, it's a clot buster. That means, for example, over here in the blood vessel, there is a lot of stuff, plaque being accumulated. Over here, you have to break this open. And that is why you need a clot buster, and that is going to be streptokinase. But from which organism? Kirtana says Streptococcus, Shinchan says Streptococcus, okay, Divya, Streptococcus, Rashmi, Streptococcus, Sagar, Streptococcus, Crystal, Suparna, Parvati, Shankar, oh my god, Shinchan and Hazira, Chandravati, Kelachu, my god, okay, Kinase, everyone are doing absolutely, Kinase, sorry, okay, Bhagyashri, Rafat, perfect, the answer for that is basically Streptokinase, okay, it will be Streptokinase. Okay, Sagar, everyone, absolutely, sorry, Streptococcus bacteria that produces streptokinase. Always remember that. With that, we go ahead with the next question. Let's go ahead with the next question. This is clear, right? Super clear. Give me a thumbs up. Then we'll move on to the next question that is out there. Perfect. Thank you. Let's go. Which one of the following has been commercialized as blood cholesterol lowering agent? Blood cholesterol lowering agent. What do you think is the answer for this? Streptokinase, cyclosporinase, statins, and alpha-trypsin A. Alpha-trypsin A. Hajra says the answer for this question is B. Okay. Deepti says it is B. Aditya says okay. Aditya says C. Bhagyashri says okay. Statins is what I am understanding. Shankar, afternoon. Okay. Evening, I mean. So most of you are getting confused between C and B. I see a doubt between C and B. Why? What is C? C is statin. What is B? Cyclosporin A. Listen, I'll tell you a way to remember it. Okay. Blood cholesterol lowering agent. I remember as statin is the one that stabilizes blood cholesterol. Statin is the one that stabilizes what? Blood cholesterol. Actually, it lowers down the blood cholesterol. Statin is the one responsible for that. How does it do that? Basically, there is an enzyme which is there for synthesis of cholesterol. It goes and inhibits that particular enzyme. Okay? It goes and inhibits that particular enzyme. It does not allow the synthesis of cholesterol to happen itself. That is the logic behind it. Okay, so statin stabilizes the blood cholesterol. Now you guys tell me which is the organism from which you get statin. Is it a fungi or a bacteria? Is it a fungi or a bacteria? Are you a typo? It's okay, macha. So everyone perfect. Chinchan, Hazira, Shantappa, Sagar, Hina Kausar. Hina Kausar, okay. Am I answering something else? Divya and Klachu and everyone, Tanisha, everyone. So Deepti says it's a fungi that produces statin, is it? Sagar says it's a fungi. Okay, you're talking about cyclosporin. Got it. So yes, it is a fungi that produces statin. And please remember, what is the name of this particular fungus? Everyone, name of this particular fungus. It's not yeast, it's a fungus. What do you think is the name of this particular fungus? Monascus purpureus, exactly, Vijay. The answer for that is Monascus purpureus. Do not forget it, okay? Monascus purpureus. So SS, it ends with SS, and it is the one that produces S, that is statin, and that is the one that stabilizes the blood cholesterol. Everything SSS. You can remember like that. Okay? Cool. Works. Perfect. Yes, my dear children, you guys are absolutely awesome. Perfect. And you guys are participating so well. I'm super proud of you. Okay, let's go ahead then with the next question that we have. Is it clear? If at all it's clear, just give me a thumbs up. Rafat, Divya, Shankar, Hazira, Deepti, Hina Kausar, Darshan, Aditya, everyone, Bhagyashri, Rashmi, Chandana. If at all I have left anyone's of your name, please forgive me, okay? Anvita, perfect. Thank you. Next question. As per the, as the organic matter increases in the water body, the BOD is what? As the organic matter increases in the water body, the BOD becomes what? Increases, decreases, remains unchanged, not a parameter at all. What do you think is the answer for this? Aditya says A, okay. Hazira says A, Kirtana says A, Bhagyashri says increases, that is A, okay. Sinchana A, Ajit, okay, hello, Suparna, Chandana, Ilukhan, everyone. Nagalinga is also there, hello. Okay. Okay, morning only, who wants to study will come. Exactly. Tashrif, perfect. The answer for that particular question is A. I saw some people answering it as B. It is not B, okay? It is going to be A. A. Organic matter increases, as in you're talking about the pollutants. When the pollutant increases, the aerobic bacteria increases because they have to fight for that. Yeah, they have to break it down. Now, the aerobic bacteria increases, they need more oxygen. So, biochemical oxygen demand is going to go high. So, the answer for this question is going to be A. You see the number of times the question has been repeated from this concept. And then you understand that this concept is important. Okay, please know this concept is super important. Exactly, Saga. Good. Perfect. Ayo, can we go ahead to the next question? Clear? A for amazing joy. Oh my God. Perfect. Is this clear? Thank you guys. Yes. So next question that we have over here is, the microorganisms involved in phloem formation during sewage treatment are, the microorganisms that is involved in what formation? Phloem formation during the sewage treatment are. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Ma'am, poll Aki. No dear, we do not have poll over here. I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. So Aditya says it is B, Bhagyashree says B, Aditya says B, Deepthi B, Illu Khan, Sagar, Vijay, Rafat, Nagalenga, Hazir and GS Sunil, Shivraj, Suparna, Venkatesh, good morning, Parvati, Crystal Fernandez, everyone, Hina Kausar, so GS World, Kiran, oh my God, so many children are there. Perfect. Kirtana, most of you guys are saying B is the answer for this question. Let's check it out. When I say phloem formation, I told you, when we are talking about this particular thing where you have so many pollutants, as in basically the organic matter out there, and you need to break it down. The aerobic bacteria comes into the picture. It's like, Macha, I am going to deal with you. I am going to break it down. But the thing is that aerobic bacteria is not so confident. It needs the help of someone else. And that is what? Fungal filaments. Fungal filaments. Together, they become a team. Together, we become a team. Same thing over here. Together, they become a team. They become more powerful and they can break down things very easily. So the answer for this question is not anaerobic bacteria because it's aerobic bacteria. Okay. Aerobic bacteria and the fungal filaments would be the answer for this question. Autotrophic bacteria, fungus and algae, the answer for this question is just B, and most of you guys gave me the answer for this. My XP is not increasing. I do not know, dear. There might be some glitch with, you know, that day there was some glitch with YouTube. It might still persist. Okay. So don't worry. Yeah? Perfect? Clear? Everyone gave me the correct answer as well. So I think it's absolutely clear for you. The speed is fine. Everything is fine. So basically, Rafat, when someone answers their XP, you might see at the top the crown thing that increases. That's sort of a leaderboard that happens in YouTube. Don't worry, dear. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Question number 7. Match the following bacteria of column 1 with their commercial products of column 2. Over here, you have got all the options. Take it carefully. Go one by one. Do not make mistakes. Okay? Do not make mistakes. So, Lactobacillus is there, Aspergillus niger is there, and Acetobacter aceti is there, Clostridium is there. And over here, you have the products that they form. You have to match it up. And as I always say, please remember the rule for this. Match A first, then D. Match A first, then D, and everything in between later on. C. Everyone says the answer for this question is C. Let me see what is C. So, Lactobacillus, which is there, it produces lactic acid, right? Yes. So, A goes with R. It happens in the case of milk to curd and stuff like that. A goes with R. What do? I eliminate this option. Okay. Now, Clostridium, which is there. Clostridium is the one that forms butyric acid. The name of this organism is Clostridium butylicum. So, it forms butyric acid. So, D goes with P. D goes with P. D goes with P. I just have two options like that, which is why I cut this option. Now, I have two options. Aspergillus niger and Acetobacter aceti. The easy one to spot is this. Acetobacter aceti forms acetic acid. It forms acetic acid. C goes with Q. C goes with Q, and I have already got my answer. The answer for this question is going to be C. Aspergillus niger, please remember, it's a fungus and it produces citric acid. Okay, citric acid. So most of the things are usually bacteria. For example, Clostridium butylicum, Acetobacter aceti, Lactobacillus, most of them are bacteria. But Aspergillus niger that produces citric acid is a fungus. Please remember that. Yes? Sagar, it's okay, dear. Whatever you want to call, you call, dear. Okay. Works. So, most of you guys gave me the answer as correct option. I'm sorry I could not read out right now, but yes. I'll show you the next question and I'll read out your names, okay? Question number 8. Identify the incorrect statement with reference to biocontrol agents. You have to look for what is incorrect. They do not show any negative impact on crop plants. They help to increase the use of synthetic pesticides. They are significant in treating ecologically sensitive area. They do not affect non-target pests. So what do you think is the answer for that? And by the way, Nagalinga, Rashmi, Sagar, Bhagya, Crystal, Shinchan, and Kirtana, Parvati, Ilukan, Tasmia, Venkatesh, Sanjana, Vijay, Chandravati, Ilukan, Aditya, GS World, and Divyashri, and Suparna, and Tasmia, Kiran, Sagar, everyone, Shivraj. I hope I have not missed anyone's name. Shruti, everyone gave me the correct answer. Tashrif, Anvita, perfect. Trupti also. Okay, Deepti also. So we are over here, we are solving the next question out there, and the answer for this particular question, if at all you see, you're saying it is B. B is the correct answer. And some people are confused between C and D as well. Okay, let's check it out then. Sai, good morning, I'm Manu. Oh, wow, perfect. Okay, so listen to me very carefully, okay? Most of you get confused between B and C, so this is our target thing. That means that we know that this is where most of the children make mistakes. Now, biocontrol agents means, for example, I have an agent, okay? I have an organism over here, and this organism is going to kill another organism which is a bit problematic, okay? This particular organism is going to kill another organism which is pretty problematic for us, right? Yes. Usually what do? We put pesticides on the top of it. What happens when we put pesticides? Basically, they are chemicals. They can mess around the plant. They can go into the soil. It can be bad for us, right? But what if this organism itself is going to damage this particular insect? Yes. So it is acting like a pesticide for us, but it is of what? Natural origin. I'll call this as biocontrol agent. The best example for that is BT cotton, okay? Or basically not the BT cotton, the Bacillus thuringiensis, that is organism out there. Okay. So what do we understand from this? Since this guy is there, we do not need the help of any synthetic pesticides. We don't need the help of any synthetic pesticides. So they do not show any negative impact on the crop plants? No, Baba. They usually do not show any negative impact because they are going to just eat the insect out there, okay? They help to increase the use of synthetic pesticides. But Baba, when here this macha is there, why do you think there will be an increase in the use of synthetic pesticides? This will be wrong statement, right? And you have to find which is the incorrect statement. So this one will be the wrong. Now they are significant in treating ecologically sensitive area. Why do you think this is wrong? It's actually good. Ecologically sensitive area where I cannot put so much chemicals and stuff like that. It's still, I can use this because it is not causing any harm out there, right? So I can use it. It's actually a good thing. They do not affect the non-target pest. No. For example, this organism will not say, I will eat Hina. No, it cannot do that. It will just go and damage the organism which it's specific for. Okay, so the answer for this particular question comes out to be B. Is this particular thing clear to you? Dias Gladys, good morning. Sanjana, good morning. Okay. Ma'am, do you remember me when I did the first lesson? If possible, please try to recall. Yes. What I assume is you were there when Sankalp was ongoing. Yes. When chemistry class, dear, I told you it's in the evening, 5 o'clock. Okay. So everyone who gave me the answer and everyone who got confused, I think that this particular thing is clear. Ma'am, Hina is stuck with you. Ayyo. PDF you will be getting in the WhatsApp channel. So all of you who are watching this video, make sure you join the WhatsApp channel. Okay. And every one of you who is watching this video, hit the like button already. 46 people are as of now watching this video, and I have seen the like is just 26. Where are you? Don't like the class? Is that so? Yes. Perfect. Let's go ahead with the next particular thing that is there, and that would be question number 9. A farmer has applied chemical fertilizers in his crop fields. Listen, it's not pesticide, we're talking about fertilizers now. Fertilizers increases the nutritional quality of the soil, okay? Chemical fertilizers in his crop field for many successive seasons. In the next season, the crop growth was poor as soil lost its fertility. So when you overdo the use of synthetic pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, obviously the soil quality is going to be messed up. Now suggest a suitable microorganism that can replenish the fertility of the soil in this particular field. What do you think is the answer? Which organism will I use to make sure that the fertility of the soil is increased now over here? So you have got options. You have to choose from these options. Pretty easy question. Okay, pretty easy question if at all you know the concepts. So Malu Pawar is there, says the answer is B. Sagar says B. Sanjana, okay. Rekha, Bhagyashree, JS Sunil, Hazira, and Honnappa is there. Perfect. Suparna, Vijay, Venkatesh, Shivaraj, Illu Khan, and Divya, Deepti, Kiran, Anvita, Prem, Chandravati, perfect. Sai, everyone says, mostly everyone says the answer for this question is going to be B, and B is what? Nostoc. Why is Nostoc the answer? Listen to me very carefully, okay? Over here I have the soil, and the soil is crying like, Macha, help me. There is no nutritional quality over here. I need some nutrition out there. So over here, the spirulina, chlorella, spirogyra are options that is not there in your 12th grade. But now you're solving this question, this particular chapter, you know that it's from microbes and human welfare, and I do not have these options in microbes and human welfare. But you need to understand the logic. When KCET examination comes, it's not like only 12 syllabus will be coming in or 11 syllabus will be coming in. Everything will come merged, which is why there are chances for you to get confused. So when that happens, just understand the logic. There are some bacteria. When the term fertilizers come in, give more priority to the chapter microbes and human welfare, because this is where you have more fertilizers, more pesticides being discussed, biopesticides and biofertilizers being discussed, right? So please give more priority to this. And in your NCERT it is clearly written, Nostoc, Annabena, Oscillatoria, they are cyanobacteria which fixes nitrogen. That means it increases the nutritional quality. Okay, Nostoc, Annabena, NOC, no operation certificate. Okay, NOC. Please remember, Nostoc, sorry, not NOC. Uno, it is, just a second. Instead of uno, it is ano. Annabena, Nostoc and Oscillatoria, they are cyanobacteria that fixes nitrogen. Now apart from that, you have plain bacteria also. Cyanobacteria means they have the ability to prepare their own food. The plain bacteria which do not have the ability to prepare their own food, under them comes Rhizobium, under them come Azotobacter, under them comes Azospirillum. So Ra, okay, Ra. Okay, so A.R. Rahman or whatever you want to remember, but it is Ra. Azotobacter and also Azospirillum and Rhizobium. These are normal bacteria, these are cyanobacteria. Please remember, very important, all of them, they fixes nitrogen. Yes? Clear? Clear? Is this particular question clear to you? SEC head is known as Ano. Yo, is it? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So perfect. Everyone who gave me the correct answer, for those of you who got it wrong, make sure you rectify it. Now you know the answer, right? Yes. Hello, Vaishali. Okay, perfect. So I hope you're ready to go. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up, champions. Question number 10. In sewage treatment, secondary treatment is considered highly significant because in sewage treatment, secondary treatment is considered highly significant because it increases the organic content of the sewage. It helps to remove the debris from the sewage. It reduces the BOD level of the sewage. It helps in production of biogas. What do you think is the answer for this? Okay, Deepthi says C is the answer. Shivraj says C. Hello, Rafat. Okay, Chandravati says C. Hazira says C. GS Suni C. Sri Gavi says C. Okay. Malika C. Kavana C. Nagalinga C. Oh, Mallikarjun is also there. Perfect. Okay, Rashmi, Hina Kausar, Sagar, Prem, Shantappa, Suparna, Shinchana, Sai, B or C, okay? Divishi, Tashrif, and anyone, Anvita, everyone out there perfectly going good. Heyman Gowda. So listen to me carefully. If you're confused between B and C, and most of you guys gave me the answer as C, that means that, what do we mean by that? That means that we all are wrong over here. In sewage treatment, secondary treatment is considered to be significant for. It increases the organic content of the sewage. Obviously, no. Organic content means it increases the pollution. No. It helps in removing debris from the sewage. That has already been done in primary treatment mostly. Right? It reduces the BOD level of the sewage, or it helps in production of the biogas. Did I scare you guys? The answer for this question is actually C itself, okay? It is going to be C. It reduces the BOD level of the sewage. Primary treatment is filtration and sedimentation, where you filter things which are floating. Sedimentation means you remove things which are settling down, okay? So whatever is left behind, you send it for secondary treatment. In the secondary treatment, the most important thing is basically to reduce the BOD. That means to reduce the pollution level. Some people think it can be D also. Why? Because biogas production also happens over here, but it's not necessary. Whatever is left behind, we are creating biogas with the help of that. The actual step is what? To lessen the pollution level, right? And that is represented by reducing the BOD level. Perfect. So the answer for this question is going to be C. Is it clear? Is it clear? It could be confusing, which is why I'm asking you again. Is it clear? Good morning, Sanjana. Yeah? So C is the answer for this particular question. By the way, I have a question for you. do you guys need me to explain you the treatment, the sewage treatment of the, I might take 3 minutes, okay, I might take 3 minutes, but you see that so many questions are coming from the from this particular topic. If you need a help, please let me know right now. Good morning, Macha. Good morning, Sandy. Yes. So how many votes for yes? Parvati says no. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I'll explain, dear. Okay. I know that some people might be already pro at it, but I'll explain it. Why? Because it might help you score good. Okay. What if there are any chances that you might lose marks? So why to have that option? So let's go ahead. I'll explain it. 3 sharp dot 10:5 I start, 10:8 I stop. Okay. And over here, I have the primary treatment that is ongoing. Primary treatment. What happens in primary treatment? I told you, whatever things is there for floating around, they are going to be removed with the help of a process that is known as filtration. It is known as filtration. Okay. Now, whatever thing is heavy, such as soil, grit and stuff like that, it is going to be removed with the help of a process that is known as sedimentation. So, your primary two processes in primary treatment is filtration and sedimentation. Now, whatever is left behind over here is known as the primary effluent. Primary effluent. Now, my dear children, where is this happening? Primary treatment happens in a tank which you call as the settling tank. This is where everything is going to settle down. Settling tank. Okay. Primary effluent is left behind. This is what we are going to treat. We are going to treat the primary effluent. In what tank? In the next tank which you call as, please remember, it is known as aeration tank. Aeration tank. Why? Because over here you are going to provide air. If air you are providing, what is the thing that is going to be used over here? Aerobic bacteria. So the primary effluent which is being collected over here, I am going to treat it with the aerobic bacteria. Along with that, I am going to have some fungal filaments as well. Please remember, this is aeration tank, and from this point onwards, we have started up secondary treatment. Now, when these guys attack on the what you call organic matter, basically it is going to get broken down. All the organic matter which is there, it is going to get broken down. But always remember, the amount of oxygen that is required over here will be high. The demand for oxygen will be required over here will be high if organic matter is high. If organic matter is high. On the other hand, biochemical oxygen demand will be less if the pollution is less. That means if the organic matter is less. Please remember that. Okay. Now this thing that is being formed over here, aerobic bacteria and fungal filaments, together you call this as flux. So basically our work has partially been done. We have already broken things down. But now we are going to go ahead. Let's go ahead. So over here, we are going to put this thing in the next tank, which is again a settling tank. So we started with settling tank, we are coming back to settling tank again. Over here, what is going to happen? Your aerobic bacteria plus the fungal filaments which formed flux, that is a mesh sort of structure. These mesh sort of structure are going to be accumulated over here at down, because everything has settled down, okay, which was heavy. What is this, Baba? This is nothing but flux. But you do not call it flux anymore. You have a separate name for it. What do you now call this? You call this as activated sludge. What do you call this as? Activated sludge. An activated sludge is a combination of what? It's nothing but aerobic bacteria. Don't write anaerobic. It is aerobic bacteria plus the fungal filaments. That is basically the flux. Ma'am, whatever is left behind, what happens to them? So basically, it's the thing that is being treated. So whatever is left behind is going to be sent to rivers and streams and stuff like that. So our work is partially being done, but still we have some time. Still we need to do something with this particular thing which is left behind. Activated sludge which is there, we can make the best use of it. Some of it we will take back and we will put in the new aeration tank, but the new set of things are going to come. You know, there should be an aerobic bacteria, okay, initially present. That is why we take it back. That is known as inoculum. Now whatever is left behind, we are going to put it in the last thing which is there, and that is known as, I am closing it as well, it is known as anaerobic sludge digester. Why anaerobic sludge digester? What are we digesting? This sludge, that is activated sludge, with the help of what? Anaerobic bacteria. So always remember, anaerobic bacteria are going to act on the activated sludge over here. That means basically the aerobic bacteria, and when they do that, what do you get? You get the release of one very important thing that is known as biogas. You get the release of biogas, and that is how we get biogas as well. Cool? Clear? I took 1 minute extra, I'm sorry. Yes? Clear? So activated sludge, please remember aerobic bacteria and fungal filaments. That is important. Biogas is produced over here as something else. This is very important. This was important for us. Please remember the name of everything that is out there. Okay? Okay? Works? Yes, thank you so much. And now we go ahead. Question number 11. Ruminant animals can digest cellulose in their food, whereas human beings are unable to do so. This is because ruminant animals can digest cellulose in their food, okay? For example, cow and stuff like that, whereas human beings are unable to do so. Why? Methanogens are absent in human gut. Methanogens are present in human gut. Cellulose is a complex sugar. Cellulose reduces the bulk of the food. What do you think is the answer for this? Kirtana says A, Srirag says it is A, Illukan says D, okay, Shinchan says A, Sandy A, Hina Kausar, Sagar, Kavana, Venkatesh, okay. Sai, flog and activated sludge are same or different. So when you're talking in the terms of aeration tank, you call this as aerobic, you just call this as flog. But when it comes to the settling tank again, you call this as activated sludge. Yeah. So obviously along with aerobic bacteria and fungal filaments, there will be something else also, which is why probably you call this as activated sludge. Most of you guys are saying the answer for this question is A. A is what? Methanogens are absent in human gut. Exactly. So methanogens, they are there in the gut of the cow. Okay. So basically what happens there in the gut of the particular organisms, it helps in the breakdown of cellulose. You know, cellulose is something that helps in the formation of plant cell wall, and it is not easy for us to break it down because we do not have this particular guy. Remember, it helps. It does not directly break down with cellulose, but it helps in breaking down of cellulose. Okay, and always remember methanogens, they are aerobic or anaerobic. Guys, methanogens are aerobic or anaerobic? Anaerobic. Naveen, I don't think it's in my hand, dear, otherwise could have definitely done it. Okay, yes. It is going to be anaerobic. Always remember it is anaerobic. Okay, yes. So anyway, it is not there in our gut. So answer for this question is A, and I am going ahead with the next question. Those of you who said at aerobic, please understand it is anaerobic, not aerobic. Okay, that is why methanogens are the ones, basically they are in the gut. Okay, they are in the gut of the cattle. Now when the cow poops, what is going to happen? Along with the poop comes the methanogens as well. Now these methanogens are the ones which are anaerobic bacteria, and you know, if at all you provide an anaerobic condition, they can produce what? Biogas. You know, anaerobic bacteria is the one that helps in production of biogas. So always remember that. Okay, ma'am, please comment ke liye bhi laye. Definitely draw. And over here, please understand that we have already started 15 most important PYQs of Comet K. Watch those series. Okay, watch those series. And guys, please do not spam. Please do not spam. Okay. Fine. Next question. The technology of biogas production was developed in India due to the efforts of. Now, tell me the answer for this particular question. The technology of biogas production was developed in India due to the efforts of. Who put the efforts? Was it Fatima who put the efforts, or Sanjana, or Jasmine? Who put the efforts? The answer for this question is D. Both A and B. Some people are saying it is D. Okay, and most of you guys are saying it is D only. Monica, hello. So the answer for this question is actually D, and you guys are awesome. KVIC and AIRI are the ones who were responsible for bringing us the biogas production. Anyone, can you tell me the full form of KVIC? I'll give you a clue. Khadi Village dash dash. Khadi Village dash dash is KVIC. Okay, you need to know the full form of it. Next time probably they might give you questions on the basis of that also. Okay, okay, we start with this. KVIC, what is the full form of that? Khadi Village what? Dash dash. CDRI. No, that is Central Drug Research Institute. No, come back over here. We are talking about this. You are telling CDRI is Lucknow Reproductive Health. Perfect. Yes, Fatima, sorry. Okay, Khadi Village Industrial Commission. Sandy says it is Khadi Village Industrial Commission. What about others? Sagar also says that only. Swapna also says introduction now. Okay, so have you seen that particular reel where someone says this, and when it goes to the other person down in the exam hall, when they do cheating, it becomes something else. It says just like that. Okay, so it is Industrial Commission. Okay, Khadi Village Industrial Commission is the answer. KVIC. What is the full form of AIRI? Sorry, IARI. IARI, Indian Agricultural dash dash. Indian agriculture dash dash. Mallu Pawar, perfect, da, perfect. Swapna, everyone did good. Sandy says it is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Srirag also says that. And. Perfect. Actually, it is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Okay, Indian Agricultural Research Institute. So do not get it wrong. Make sure you know about all this thing. This is important. Hello, Nikita. Hello. Yes, perfect, which is why answer is going to be A and B. So when you get a question, do not just answer it, dig deep into it, know about all the other options as well. It can help you. Okay, next question that we have has the answer as well. You saw the answer, right? But still I'll give you a chance. Which among the following products of microbes is not obtained from a fungi? Which one is not obtained from a fungi? Penicillin, statins, Swiss cheese and cyclosporin A. Penicillin, statin, Swiss cheese and cyclosporin A. C. Oh my God. Vijay says C. Rekha says C. Kavana says C. Srirag, Anvita, Suparna, Sandy, Swapna, Malupawar, GS Sunil, Illukan, Evangel is there. Hello dear. Sagar, Vikas, Anvita, Vijay, Ravinder. Perfect. Fatima, Sanjana, Arif, Monica. So anyway, the answer for this question is C. But since I showed you the answer, I have a question for you. Penicillin is produced by which organism? Come on, fast. A. Penicillin is produced by which organism? We all saw the answer. Yes, that is why I am giving you a question now. Okay, chalo, come on. Penicillin is produced by what? Bacteria. Penicillin is like, oh my God, what did I do for this to happen? Penicillin is produced by Pranit. Hello dear. The question is, which among the following products of microbes is not obtained from fungi? That means everything else going to obtain from fungi only. Penicillin is going to be obtained from fungus only, Baba. Why will you say bacteria is the answer? And the name of that particular fungus is what? Penicillium notatum. Okay, it is Penicillium notatum. Sandy, we are wrong there. Okay, it is Penicillium notatum. Don't Penicillium notatum. Nothing like that. Do not change the name of the fungus. What if I call you something else? The fungus will also feel bad. Call the right name. It is Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum. Okay, no tantrums. This is a fungus. Alexander Fleming was the first person to discover it. He was growing Staphylococci, that is a bacteria. One day he saw that. I didn't watch my petri dish and he was very furious that next day the Staphylococci will be forming a lot. But then to his surprise he found that it was not able to form itself. Why? Because a mold, that is Penicillium notatum, grew there and it produced penicillin which was acting against Staphylococci and things like that. Always remember that. Okay, and next question, statin, which is there, we just discussed. Statin is what it's produced from? Statin is produced from? No, fungus will not feel bad. We cannot be sure of that. Okay, Monascus purpureus, exactly, Malupawar and Sandy. Okay, Aspergillus teresa. It is going to be Monascus purpureus that produces statins. I told you Monascus ends with S, purpureus ends with S, and S is the thing that helps in production of statin. And statin is what, Baba? Statin is going to be a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Yes, Hina Kausar and Sagar Venkatesh. Perfect. Okay, okay, next thing, you have cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A is produced by, guys, cyclosporin A is produced by Vijay, everyone is correct, okay? Swapna, everyone. Sandy says it is going to be Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum, I says it's fungi, okay. It is going to be Trichoderma polysporum, okay. It is going to be Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum. It is what? It is a immunosuppressive agent. For example, I take the kidney from Pranit, okay? I took the kidney from Pranit and my body is like, oh, it's new kidney, I cannot take it up, I kill the kidney. That cannot happen. I took the kidney because I needed it, right? Now over here, I need to suppress my immune system, and for that, I need immunosuppressive agent. That is cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A is going to be an immunosuppressive agent. It is produced by Trichoderma polysporum. Now everyone out there, tell me, Swiss cheese. In the Swiss cheese, you know, you have watched Tom and Jerry. Anyone, any Gen Zs out there who have watched Tom and Jerry over here? I'm unsure whether it's not in your good books. Have you watched Tom and Jerry? If at all you have seen, Jerry always looks for eating this particular cheese which has big holes over here. Why do you think it has big holes over here? Why do you think it has big holes over here? Any idea? Carbon dioxide production. Sai says it is carbon dioxide. Exactly. Carbon dioxide is going to be produced over here. And who is the one who is producing it? Any idea who is the one which is responsible for this? Manjula, you were also correct, dear, okay? Pranit, I'm ready to give my kidney to the sweet ma'am. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, production of CO2, exactly guys. Malupawar, Nikita, perfect. Kirtana says the name of this particular bacteria is Propionibacterium shermani. Exactly. So always remember it is Sharma. Why shy? Because it is producing CO2 out there. Okay. So please remember the bacteria's name is Propionibacterium shermani. Okay, Shermani. This is important. That is the one that produces Swiss cheese. There is Roquefort cheese and Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is the one that I'm talking about now. Done? Clear? Everyone? Okay. So when you see the answer, be prepared that I can ask you one next question out there. Topi only ceremony. Oh my god. Okay. Is this clear? Thumbs up needed. Thumbs up needed, and then we'll go on to the next question. Yes. Perfect. Let's go ahead with the next question out there, and it goes like this. Match the following. Okay. A. Cyclosporin, A. Streptokinase, statin, and penicillin. Now you should be able to answer this question, right? So listen, why do we spend much time over there? Thus that we can answer other questions also. So please match A and D first. Please match A and D first, then only go ahead with the other options out there. Thank you guys. You're so sweet for giving the thumbs up. Ma'am, I'm giving answers by voice. That is why it is. Oh my god. GS World says A is the answer. Rekha says A is the answer. Okay. What about others? Kavana, Srirag, Vinayak, Vijay, Sandy. Everyone says. Suparna says A. Himan, Mallikarjun, Pranit, Kirtana, Ravinder, Ilukhan, Sai. Okay. Nagalinga, Evangel, Nikita. Okay. So Manjula, everyone. So answer for this particular question is going to be A or not. Let's check it out. Cyclosporin A is an immunosuppressive agent. A goes with 3. A goes with 3. I just have 2 options. I eliminate the other option. Penicillin, we just discussed it. It is produced by Penicillium notatum, and it's an antibiotic. It does not allow staphylococci to live. That means it is an antibiotic. Staphylococcus is a bacteria. It is going against it, right? Now streptokinase and statins is there. So D goes with 2. D goes with 2. Other again, I just have the same thing. Streptokinase, we just discussed. It is the clot buster. B goes with 1. B goes with 1, and I have got my answer. The answer is going to be A. Statin, it's a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Okay, I came on top 1. Is it? Okay, so your XP have started. Perfect. So the answer for this particular question is going to be A. Is it clear for everyone? Antibiotics, dear Sandy. It's antibiotics, okay? Karthik and Ashoka, hello, hi. And you're also correct. Perfect. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 15 that is there. The large holes in Swiss cheese are made by. Come on, guys. The large holes in the Swiss cheese are made by bacterium producing a large amount of CO2. B, it's a machine. C, fungus that releases a lot of gases during metabolic activities. D, bacterium that produces methane gas. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Oh my God. A. Sagar, Rekha, GS World, Malupawar, Hazira, Srirag, Ilukhan, Nagalinga, and Divya, and Kirtana, GS Sunil, Pranit, Mallikarjun, Sanjana, Vijay, and Pavan. Okay, Suparna. Everyone says the answer for this question is going to be what? A. But I saw some people saying it is C also. Why? Okay, so over here the answer for this question, Sai also says it is A. A is what? Bacterium producing a large amount of CO2. I just told it, and the name of the bacterium is Propionibacterium shermani. Propionibacterium shermani. Okay, bacterium that produces methane gas? No, it is CO2 gas. It is CO2 gas, which is why your answer is going to be A. Clear? Clear, right? Okay. Sherwani. Yes, you are creative. You guys are super creative. Let's go ahead to the next question then. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Okay. Which vitamin is increased by LAB in curd? Okay, which is the one that is increased by lab in curd? Lab in curd. It is lactic acid bacteria, okay? Lactic acid bacteria. So which is the vitamin that is being increased? Suparna, Hina Kasar, Nikita, Sagar, everyone. Sandy, GS World, everyone says A. Kirtana, Naglinga, Malupava, Srirag, Nagesh is also there. Hello. Sai, Divya, and Sanjana, Evangel, Suresh, GS Suni, Illu Khan, Pavan, Venkatesh. Perfect. Nagesh. Answer for this question is going to be A, vitamin B12. So always remember the lactic acid bacteria which is there, it is going to target the milk protein. The milk protein is casein, okay, and it's going to try to break it down, but it is not able to completely break it down, partially only. Partial breakdown happens, and that is how basically you get the lactic acid. You are going to get the lactic acid. Now in this particular process, it also releases some vitamin B12. Vitamin B12. So basically with the help of lactic acid bacteria, it makes sure that when curd is being formed, vitamin B12 is also there. So it's a good thing for us, right? So which is why your answer for this question is going to be A. I don't think there's a thumbs up needed for this question, right? This is an easy question. So yes. Inoculum, it is inoculum, okay? Inoculum, INNOCULM. So where you take a limit amount of curd and you put it in the in the milk again. Why? Because it has the lactic acid bacteria. Perfect. Zindadil ma'am, yesterday I was Anmol. Oh my god. Yes, I remember you, dear. Okay. Next thing, question number 17. Enzyme which is useful to remove the oily stains in the laundry. Surf excel. Use surf excel and remove stains. Daag अच्छे होते हैं. So enzyme which is useful to remove the oily stains in the laundry is amylase, renin, lipase or protease. What do you think is the answer for this? Sai says it is C. Okay, Nagesh says C. Srirag says C. Naglinga says C. Sagar, Suparna, Pranit, Rekha, Vijay, Sai, Pranit, Venkatesh. Oh my God. GS Sunil, everyone. Savitra is also there. Hello. Why is it partially digested? Because it just has the ability for that. Yeah? Okay, see. Muhammad is also there. Okay, so the answer for this particular King is also there. Oh my God. Answer for this question is going to be C, that is lipase. Always remember, when you're not able to use your brain properly, lipase is for lipids. And basically your oil, your fat, everything comes under what? Lipids. So oily stain, if you want to remove, it will be lipase. Now I have a question for everyone who is watching this particular video. The question goes like this. Okay. That is, let me take the name. Deeksha is here. Okay, Deeksha, same name. Okay, of the company as well. So Deeksha is drinking a bottled juice. But what happens, basically there are so many pieces and she cannot drink the juice properly. If at all I want to break it down and so what is the enzyme that I will be using from this list itself? Any idea? From this list itself. Nice dubbing, Zindadil ma'am. I'll tell the company to give you Oscar. You just tell the company to give me a role. That will work. Okay. So protease, right? In that particular case, it is going to be protease. Protease is the one that clears up the the fruit debris and stuff like that. Okay. If at all you want to clear up all the strands are there of the fruit in a juice, you use protease. Remember. So oily stain, it is going to be this. For breaking down that is fruit juices and stuff like that, it will be protease. Clear. And you guys are absolutely awesome because I saw you guys gave me the answer for this. Perfect. Okay, yes. Question, let's go ahead with the next question. It's okay, right? Protease, I think you are, whatever you think is absolutely correct, Geeta. Perfect. So give me a thumbs up if this question is clear. We'll move on to the next question, champs. Amylase will be for amylose. That is a sugar. That is a carbohydrate. So that is a whole different thing, okay? Cool. Let's go. Next question that we have is question number 18. Roquefort cheese is ripened by. Roquefort cheese is ripened by. Come on. Fungi, virus, bacteria or yeast. Oh, sorry. Fungi, virus, yeast or bacteria. What do you think is the answer for this? Roquefort cheese. Srirag says it is A, Rekha says it is C, okay. Kirtana C, Sagar says C, Sandy says D, okay. So my dear children have given me A, B, C, D option, but most of you guys are still sticking on to A or C. Okay, most of you guys are saying it is C, but some confusion is there between A also. Let's go ahead and talk about what is correct. Since you guys are saying C is the answer for this particular question and some are confused between C and D, Roquefort cheese is ripened by A. Fungi. Okay, this is happening when we basically miss out on some crucial information in NCERT. It has clearly been written in the case of Roquefort cheese, it is basically ripened with the help of fungi, whereas when you talk about Swiss cheese, it is produced with the help of the Propionibacterium. Okay, the name of the fungi is not written, but I'll tell you, do not get confused. It's a different type of penicillium. It's not penicillium notatum, it's a different type of penicillium which is being used for producing Roquefort cheese. It is not yeast. Yeast also comes under fungi, but it is not yeast that is going to ripen the cheese. Just write fungi because that is there in your NCERT. They have not mentioned. Yeah, Penicillium roqueforti. Exactly, Vijay. It is Penicillium roqueforti. Okay, but it's not given in NCERT. It's just mentioned as fungi. So please remember at least as fungi. Okay, always remember Roquefort has over here an F for fungi. F for fungi. Will that work? Will that work? Perfect. Ma'am, why not C? Because yeast comes under fungi, but yeast is not the one that is going to help in ripening of the Roquefort cheese. As I told you, it's Penicillium roqueforti, another type of fungus. Okay? Works, right? Yes. So most of you guys said C. That means you might have lost 1 mark. So I saved you 1 mark, right? So yes, give me chocolate when you see me. Okay. Next question, question number 19th. Select the correct statement from the following. Methanobacterium is an aerobic bacteria found in the rumen of the cattle. Biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria. Biogas is pure methane, obviously, yes. Bioactivated sludge in the sediment tanks is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. You have to find which one is the correct statement. Give me the answer for this. Okay, Shinchan says it is C. Yes. Hazira says, Hina says, yes, ma'am. Okay. Akash says, hello, dear Akash. Okay. Vijay, okay. Sandy says D. Anvita says C. Arif says A. Again, an option. Guys, A, B, C, D, your options you're giving to me. Divya, Anvita, Sai, Sanjana, Ilukan, Hazira, Kirtana, Anvita. Oh my God, so many children are there. GS World, Jyotsna is also there. Deeksha, Sri Gavi. Oh my God, until now I called you Sri Raga. I'm so sorry. Manjula, Ilukan, Aisha. Perfect. The answer for this particular question. Mohammad Atif is also there. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Prasad George. So listen to me very carefully. The answer for this question is going to be tan-ta-dan. Most of you said it is C. And when most of you guys say one particular option, I get to understand that you guys are confused. Listen, the answer for this question is C. Yeah, D. We studied about the biogas plant, guys. Remember, we studied about the sewage treatment. Why other options are wrong? Listen to me carefully. Yes, Geeta says it is D. So, listen. Methanobacterium is an aerobic bacteria found in the rumen of the cattle. I told you, it's an anaerobic bacteria. Methanobacteria, methane, it produces biogas. And only anaerobes has the power to do that. So it's an anaerobic bacteria, not the aerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria needs oxygen to do things. Anaerobic bacteria does not need oxygen. They can survive at any condition. So basically, they can survive in the rumen of the cattle also. Okay, so they are anaerobic. So this particular statement is going to be wrong. Why? Because here it is mentioned that they are aerobic. Now, biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria. No, biogas is produced with the activity of anaerobic bacteria. I told you, they can survive in any condition. They can produce biogas whenever they want. Okay, only provided that there should not be any oxygen. It should be closed, right? Yes. So over here, again, aerobic bacteria could be wrong. Now, next thing, biogas is pure methane. Who said that? Biogas is not going to be pure methane. It's a combination of CH4, that is methane. Along with that, what do you have? You have H2S, hydrogen sulfide. Along with that, you have CO2. So biogas, the whole credit you should not be giving to what? This methane guy. All the other papa guys are also being involved over here. Okay, now activated sludge in sediment tanks is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. We studied it. Activated sludge, remember in the settling tank, you have the aerobic bacteria as well as the fungal filaments. They form the flocks, right? They forms the activated sludge out there, right? And in that you had aerobic bacteria, not anaerobic. So this statement is going to be correct. It is going to be correct. D is the correct one. You didn't notice I said 2 times, ma'am. I learned from your video only, ma'am. Is it? Wow. Thank you so much, Geeta. That's so good. Ma'am, Prasad, there's a message that payment is unsuccessful and the amount will be debited back. Okay. Prasad, this is for KC30 you're talking about, dear? if at all you can, I will put it into the team, okay, don't worry. And if you can, just put it down in the comment section if at all it is not resolved once the live ends, okay? Akash, ma'am, you're beautiful. Thank you. You guys are beautiful too. Yes. During last few chapters, I didn't saw this in ma'am lecture. Okay, but now you know. Okay. So everyone who gave me the answer as D, I hope you have got. Sorry, everyone who gave me answer apart from D, I hope you have got it. Yes. If it's clear, can you give me a thumbs up? Listen, if you have any doubt, ask me right now. Do not shy away. I'm not here to judge you. I am going to go with you guys only. I will be helping you guys. So please ask me. Okay. Vijay, anaerobic digestion mixture of. Okay. Perfect. So I think it's clear. Prasad, I will be checking. Okay, don't worry at all. If at all you have paid money and this comes out to be like that, it will be debited back. Okay, and I will check with the team as well. Cool? Yes. So everyone, have you clicked on the subscribe button? If not, then click on it right now, and also click on the like button. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead with next question. Jyotsna, thank you so much. It is all because of you. Question number 20. The drug prescribed to the patients who have undergone organ transplant is dash and is produced by dash. What do you think is the answer for this? What do you think is the answer for this? The drug prescribed to the patient who was undergone organ transplant is dash and is produced by dash. You're most welcome, Prasad. And okay, I noticed the question in 2024 paper, is it? Okay, so Sandy says the answer for this question is A, Sinchana says C, Suparna says C, Anvita says C, Vinayak says C, Hassan is there, good morning, says C, Sinchan says it is C, okay, Venkatesh and Vijay, Anvita, Sagar, Sanjana, everyone, Pranit, Arif, Kavana, okay, Manjula, Sindhu is also there, Pavan is also there, hello, Jyotsna, everyone. My dear children, I hope I am not missing out anyone's name. Hello, King. So the answer for this question is going to be A. We discussed about this. Remember, immunosuppressive agent. Remember, I took the kidney from Pranit, yeah, and my body was rejecting it. So what did I need? I need an immunosuppressive agent that can suppress my immune system so that I can survive with the kidney, right? So this suppressive agent is cyclosporin A, and it is produced by Monascus purpureus. Is that what you say? No. It is not produced by Monascus purpureus, guys. It is going to be produced by Trichoderma polysporum. So those of you who have said A is the answer for this question, you are wrong. Why? Remember, Monascus purpureus produces statin, not cyclosporin A. It's Trichoderma polysporum that produces cyclosporin. I always tell Monascus ends with S, purpureus ends with S. So that is the one that is for statin. Don't get confused. So C is the answer for this. Okay, it is going to be C. So those of you who were confused between A and C, I hope this is clear. Yeah? Yes. Perfect. So if it's done, if it's super clear to you, can you give me a thumbs up? Tashrif, I can't make you April Fool because you are already beautiful. Okay. So anyways, I am a fool, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. That is 21st question. Now from here, no. This is also 2025 question. Okay, read the following statements and select the correct option. Statement number 1. Biocontrol refers to the use of biological methods for controlling plant diseases and pests. Statement number 2. Trichoderma species are effective biocontrol agents for several plant pathogens. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Your teaching helps me in exam, ma'am. Thank you so much, Geeta, for being so down to earth and coming and commenting it down. That's so great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. Sandy says the answer is A. Ashoka says the answer is A. Sagar says it is A. Shankar says it is C. Lukhan says A. Y, A, B, C, D. Divya says D. Okay. Hassan says it is D. King says it is A. Hina Kosa says A. What? Too much confusion? Evangel says it is A and Hassan says both true. Okay, Swapna says it is D. Children, let's see if it is correct or not. Biocontrol refers to the use of biological methods for controlling the plant diseases and pests. It is correct. It is correct. It's a biological method. We are not using chemical pesticides and stuff like that. Okay. Trichoderma species are effective biocontrol agents. Ma'am, Trichoderma, how can they be biocontrol agents? They were doing, basically, they were helping in production of cyclosporin A, no? So obviously that will be wrong. Wrong. If you have thought like that, it will be wrong. Why? Because Trichoderma species are there. They act like biocontrol agents also. And you know, they are usually there in the roots of the plant. In the roots of the plant, where these fungus, they are fungus, and basically they kill other fungi fungi who causes damage to the roots of the plants out there. So they are biocontrol agents which are found in the root ecosystem of the plants. Trichoderma polysporum is different. That is the one that produces what? Cyclosporin A. That whole thing is there. Please understand. But here also Trichoderma species are there that are acting as biocontrol agents. So this statement is also correct, which is why I'll say both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Do we have an option like that? Yes. And that statement is going to be D. Okay? It is going to be D. Cool? Perfect? Yes? In root of higher plant. Exactly, Shinchan. Panchami, my dear child, I hope you have got it cleared. Yeah, GS World, RF. Okay. If it's clear to you, everyone, just give me a quick thumbs up. Why are you D, ma'am? Why are you D, ma'am? I didn't get you, dear. Why is it D is what you're asking me? Is that so? Got it. Okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead with the next question now then. Now from this point onwards, these are not KCET questions. Okay, these are not KCET questions. These are different. Statement number 2. Okay, statement number 2 is correct. Trichoderma species are biocontrol agents as well, Sandy. Okay, I agree that you know more about cyclosporin A that is being produced by Trichoderma, which acts as immunosuppressive agent, but Trichoderma has a different role also to play. Okay? Okay, guys, come on, give me the answer for this. The common nitrogen fixer in paddy field is, Sagar says C, Shantappa says it is C. Okay. What about Adarsh? Shekhar, okay. Sandy says C, Vinayak says C, okay. Arif, thank you, dear. Ashoka says C, okay. Geeta says A, Kavana says C, Sanjana C, GS World says C is the answer. Panchami also says it is C, Arif, Muhammad, Atif, Ilu Khan, Anvita, Mallu Pawar, Anvita, Hazira, Prasad, Divya, and Swapna, Hina Kausar, Vikas, everyone says the answer for this question is going to be A, I think, ma'am. Is the answer A? Listen. Nitrogen fixer in paddy. Nitrogen fixer can be bacteria, any bacteria. So rhizobium is a bacteria, azospirillum is also a bacteria. In NCERT that is there. Franca is not there in NCERT, so let's remove it. Okay. Now we are left with 3 options. I told you that basically there are few of them which are plain bacteria. They cannot prepare their own food. They are still dependent on others for food. Okay. Then there are groups of bacteria which are cyanobacteria. They can prepare their own food. And under that comes ano. Ano as in Anabena, Nostoc, Oscillatoria. So they are cyanobacteria. And they are the ones, cyanobacteria are the ones which basically are found in the paddy fields. And they do their major jobs there, fixing the nitrogen. So your answer for this particular question is going to be C. It is going to be C. Is this clear? Rhizobium is for leguminous plants. Yeah. Yeah, it is for leguminous plants. Exactly, Hassan. So everyone who gave me the different answer as A, I hope this particular thing is clear to you. Yeah? Shinchan, Aisa, Evangel, Shekha, Akash, everyone, perfect. Okay, so guys, I am, you gave a mnemonic, I know that helps, is it? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead with the next question that is there, and it goes like this. Which one of the following statement is correct? Legumes fix nitrogen only through the specialized bacteria that live in their roots. You have to find which is the correct one. Legumes fix nitrogen independently of the specialized bacteria that live in their root. Okay. Legume fix nitrogen only through specialized bacteria that live in their leaves. Legumes are incapable of fixing nitrogen. What do you think is the answer for this question? Read the questions carefully, all the statement carefully. Sagar says the answer is D. Sandy says it is B. Okay. What about others? Ashoka says D. Ilu Khan says B. Hassan says D. Okay. Muhammad Atif says it is B. Have you read the options carefully? Read the options carefully. Geeta says it is B. Sham says it is B. Anvita says B. Kavana says it is D. Shankar says C. Vikas says B. Anvita B. Priyanka B. Pranit B. Geeta says maybe B. Okay. Panchami B. Okay. Arif, Shantappa, Vinayak, Hina Kausar. Listen to me, everyone. Pavan. The answer for this question is going to be B. You know leguminous plants which are there, in their roots what do we have? We have rhizobium. Rhizobium is what? Nitrogen fixing bacteria. And basically rhizobium remains there itself. It cannot survive on its own. It remains with the legumes for fixing the nitrogen, and so goes with legumes as well. Legumes fix nitrogen only through specialized bacteria that live in their roots. Yes, that's the only way to fix the nitrogen. What is the other way to fix the nitrogen out there? And what are those things that lives in the roots? It is going to be rhizobium. Obviously, legumes cannot directly intake the nitrogen out there and break it down. That's not obviously the case, right? Now, sorry, it's not going to be B, it's going to be A. That's what I meant. Okay. Now, legumes fix nitrogen independently of the specialized bacteria that live in the roots. No, they cannot do that. That's why they need a close associated out there. So it is not independently, it's done dependently. Okay. Legumes fix nitrogen only through specialized that is found in the leaves. No, it's found in the roots. Legumes are incapable of fixing nitrogen. They are. Why? Because they always have rhizobium with them. So your answer for this particular question is going to be A. It is going to be A. Legumes fix, it's not like, you do not have to think of it as a separate entity. Okay, you do not have to think of it as a separate entity as in legume and rhizobium is separate thing. You just understand that legumes which are there, they always have rhizobium with them. Legumes always have rhizobium with them, which is why they are able to fix the nitrogen out there. You think of them as a dependent entity together. Okay, so A is correct. I know this is kind of confusing, but yeah. If at all the statement was legumes alone are incapable of fixing nitrogen, could have been more correct. But we think that they are always together. Okay? Works. I know it's kind of confusing, but yeah. Clear, right? Hi Macha, hello Sujay. Okay, next question that we have is question number 24, and that is, select the correct statement from the following. Biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria on animal waste. B. Methanobacterium is an aerobic bacteria found in the rumen of the cattle. C. Biogas, commonly called as gobar gas, is pure methane. Okay. D. Activated sludge sediment in settling tanks of sewage treatment is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. This question we have done before with the same pattern itself, but still you can try once more. Okay, the same pattern. I think I didn't check it properly, but yes. Yes, rhizobium is the one that actually fixes the nitrogen. It's not the plant. Plant cannot fix the nitrogen. Listen, nitrogen is in our environment. Okay, it is found in basically it has triple bonds. If I talk about two nitrogen molecules, they have triple bonds between them, right? Yes. Now the plant cannot break it by itself. Obviously, there has to be some associate in the plant that will be breaking it down, converting it to something else, and giving it to the plant in a way the plant needs, and that is going to be rhizobium. Okay. Okay, so for this particular question, 24th, most of you are saying, guys, you should not be getting this question wrong. Okay, so Sandy says it is D, Barira says it is A, Hazira says it is C, Karthik says it is A. Okay, Arif C, Vikas C, Karthik A, Divya says D, Panchami says D or C, Sanjana says D. So those of you have there from the starting, you should be able to answer this question. Abhi Royal and Divya, yeah. Divya is an option? No. Okay, King says D, Anvita says A, Karthik C, GS World D, Vikas D, Vinayak D, Hassan D, Priyanka. Listen, the answer for this question is going to be D. It is going to be D. We studied this right now before some time. You should not be getting this wrong. If you're getting this wrong, that means that we have not understood the question, or probably you joined late. Biogas is produced by the activity of aerobic bacteria. No. Biogas is always produced by anaerobic. Always remember. It's not aerobic bacteria. Wrong thing. Methanobacterium is an aerobic bacteria. This is the one that produces biogas. So can it be aerobic? No, it will be anaerobic. Wrong. Biogas, commonly called as gobar gas, is pure methane. No, it is not. It is methane plus hydrogen sulfide plus carbon dioxide. Why do you give all the credit to methane? So it is not just methane, but all these gases. Now, activated sludge sediment in the sediment tanks of basically the sewage treatment is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. Yes, because activated sludge is nothing but the aerobic bacteria along with the fungal filaments. Remember the flocks, they settle down, and that is now known as activated sludge. So this particular thing is the answer. For those of you who got it, why is this mentioned as the answer? This one, okay? This one. Got it? Ma'am, yes, Sujay, tell me. Sagar, yes, you're absolutely correct. Clear, right? Macha, clear or not clear? Yes, ma'am. Perfect. Next question that we have is the 25th question. I think with this we end then we don't end the life, we end the number of questions for microbes and human welfare. Okay, biocontrol agent to be a part of integrated pest management should be what? Species specific and symbiotic, free living and broad spectrum, narrow spectrum and symbiotic, species specific and inactive or non-target organism. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Shankar Nayak says the answer is D. Okay, what about others? Sagar says it is C, Sujay says it is C, Hassan says C, Sandy says B. Sorry. Okay. King says it is D, Vijay says it is D, Illu Khan, Tanisha and Sanjana, doubtful about C. Okay. Think. Guys, I'm giving you one more opportunity to think. If you want to open your textbook, you can open your textbook. Go to biocontrol agent and check for the answer. Biocontrol agent to be a part of integrated pest management, as in basically it is a part of the pest management team. Okay, what should be the character of this? This should be species specific and symbiotic, free living and broad spectrum, narrow spectrum and symbiotic, or species specific and inactive or non-target organism. For example, over here I have the BT. Okay, that is Bacillus thuringiensis. This is the target organism. This is me. What if it kills me? Should it kill me because it wanted to attack that, but unknowingly it is killing me also? Do you think that's fair to me? No, it's not at all fair. So basically they have to be strictly need to have what? A strict target out there. They cannot kill the non-target organism, which is why will be the answer. They are species specific and they are inactive on the non-target organism. This is the answer for the question. It is D. Okay. It is going to be D. For those of you who said it is something else, it's not that. Clear? It is going to be D. And those of you who gave me the answer, ma'am, the D is right. Yes, exactly, Shinchan. Okay? Clear, Macha? Everything super clear? Pranit also. Perfect. And now we move on to the world of organisms and population. I said it right, ma'am, is it? Perfect. Species specific, a good parallel should target only the specific pest causing damage. Exactly, King. Okay. D is correct. Yes, it is correct. And everyone who is watching this video, please hit on the like button and also share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Yes. So assume that this particular chapter is done clearly. Do you have any doubts in microbes and human welfare? Can we go ahead with a 5-minute break, or you think that no breaks are needed? Ouch. Hello, Anasia. Break, ma'am. May I know your qualification, ma'am? I have done MSc in zoology. My specialization was in cell biology. Yes. Okay, no doubt. So we'll take a break? No. Okay, no. Most people are saying no, so we do not need a break. Okay then, no need. We'll not take a break then. Either way. I don't know anything about organism and population, and we will study that over here. Don't worry, okay? So many questions about me. What's my mother tongue? My mother tongue is actually Malayalam. I'm a Malayali. Okay, perfect. So I'll just drink water and I'll just come and we'll not take break. Just give me 1 minute, but okay. Okay, ma'am, what is your name? Yo, papa person. Ma'am, what is my name? My name is Jasmine, Macha. Yes, my bachelor's is also in zoology. So I'm not someone who is very much interested in botany. I mean, like literally, if at all you hear me just as a friend, I'll say I hate botany to my core, because for me it's kind of boring. But still, as a teacher, somewhere I try to go ahead and okay. Let's go. We talk about organisms and population, and over here we have got the first question, question number 26. Cornell's field experiment on the rocky sea coast of Scotland, where the larger barnacles Vedantu dominates the intertidal area and removes the smaller barnacle thalamus. This happened due to what? Predation, competition, parasitism, or mutualism. So basically, just understand that over here there were barnacles whose name was thalamus. Okay, you pronounce it as thalamus, C is silent over here. And there were barnacles who were the superior ones, and their name was Belanus. You know what happened? These guys were the superior ones, which is why they said that, hey, Chutko, thalamus, you move away from here, otherwise you will get killed. Okay, you give this particular region for us, otherwise you're going to get killed. So what is basically happening over here? Predation, competition, parasitism, or mutualism. They're not eating them. They're just saying that, Macha, you move away, otherwise you will see your fate. That is the thing. So what do you think is the answer for this particular question? Okay, it is going to be B, competition. It is going to be B. So answer is B, competition. Exactly, you guys are absolutely correct. And now I want you guys to tell me one more thing. What do you call this process where finally the Belanus is kicking out the thalamus guy from here? Okay, it is kicking out the thalamus guy from here and is now dominating the intertidal area. And what happens to thalamus? They shift upwards. They are going to shift upwards. So what do you call this feature? After competition, what do you call this particular thing that is happening over here? Any idea? By then I will take the names of the children who gave me the answer. Jasmine flower, yes. So my name is Jasmine for someone who asked my name, okay? And yes. And this is Anusia, beautiful ma'am, thank you so much. Sandy says B is the answer, Shinchan says B, Karthik says B, Prasad says B, and Tashrif, Insta idea, oh my god, okay. Hazira says B, Ashok says B, Chandravati says B, GS World, Shekhar, GS Suni, Barira, Sujay, Sham, Shashi, Arif, Hassan, and King, and Anvita, everyone out there, Muhammad Atif, listen to me very carefully everyone, Geeta. So the answer for this particular, natural selection. No. So no one knows the thing for that? Resource partitioning. No. No one knows? Literally, no one knows? Think about it. I'll tell you the scenario once more. Belanus was not dominating over here. Belanus came up, which is why thalamus said, oh, you Macha, this guy has come, I'll go. So basically what is happening over here? Obviously it is results of competition, but what do you call that thing as when they shift upwards? There's a specific term for it. You should know that. You should be knowing that. Any idea? Come on. Intercompetition. No. No idea? It's important. No one as of now have given me the answer. I'll give you chocolate when I meet you if at all give me the answer. I know chocolate will not be important for you to be lured. What, ma'am? The question is, when these guys are over here and when they dominate over here, the other guys move upwards. What do you call this particular process as? In competition, when one guy moves upwards, the inferior one moves away, and the dominant one basically takes up this particular place. What do you call this as? When these guys are moving upwards, leaving the space for the dominant one. Leaving the space for the dominant one. What do you think is the answer? No one gave me the answer, which is why I'll tell the answer. One more time. Okay, one more second I'll give you for giving me the answer. Think about it. No. So no one told me, that is why I'll tell. It is known as competitive release. It is known as competitive release. This is important. Okay, it is known as competitive release, where basically the organisms which are over here, the inferior ones, they move away, and basically they're giving this particular space for the dominant ones. So the answer for this question is competitive release. Don't get things wrong. I hope you have understood it now. Okay, if it's clear, if this particular question is clear to you, just give me a thumbs up. Exactly, Shashikala. Give me a thumbs up if it's super clear. We'll move ahead to the next question then. Yes, perfect. Next question goes like this, question number 27. I didn't even know the word. Now you know that, right? Yes. Now I learned it. Exactly. In which type of interaction both the interacting organisms do not live close together? Be very careful. In which type of interaction both the interacting organisms do not live close together? Predation, parasitism, mutualism, competition. Anushka says D is the answer. Hazira says it is B. Sanjana says it is D. Hassan says it is A. Okay. Sagar says it is B. Prasad says A. Listen, you don't have to think about the after effects of these things. Okay, predation, parasitism, mutualism. You don't have to think the after effects of this. You have to think which is that thing where basically the organisms do not live close together. That's a simple way of understanding this. So most of you guys are saying the answer for this question is D, but I saw some people also saying it is A. It is not A. It is not A, okay? Listen, do not live close together. If the predators and the prey are not living close together, do you think what will they eat? What will they eat? So obviously this is not the one. They live close together in the case of predation. In the case of parasitism, you know that basically they live on us. So obviously there is no option. They have to live close by. Mutualism, obviously they are helping each other. So again, they have to live close by. What are we left with? Competition. Competition is where they do not live close together. They try to move away because they are competing. They cannot stay at the same place, right? So they are competing out there. They do not live close together, which is why the answer for this question is going to be D. I know it's a tricky question, but don't get things wrong. Okay? Don't get things wrong. Please make sure you understand this very well. You might get your answers wrong in your exam as well, because this is kind of confusing. Okay? No ratification required, understanding is required. Just give me a second, guys. Ma'am, it's lagging. Yes, I can see that. Yeah. Now, is it fine? Now, is it fine? I think it was lagging. If yes, give me a thumbs up, quick thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead with the next question then. I think it's internet. Yes, exactly. Some problem with the YouTube itself. Question number 28. The population is correctly defined as having which of the following characters? Okay, which of the following characteristics is the characteristics of what? A population. And it goes like this. Inhabiting the same geographical area, individuals belonging to the same species, possessing a constant and uniform density and dispersion. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Inhabiting the same, what is the defined population? What is the definition of population is being asked over here. So you have to be very specific while answering this, okay? YouTube crashing by your fan following, ma'am. You say, okay. So D is, Karthik says it is D, King says it is A, Kavan says it is D, Sandy says it is C. Okay, A, B, C, D options for me. Sanjana says it is C. Anushka says it is D. Okay. Tanisha says A, King says A, Hazira says C. Listen to me carefully. Divya Prajapati says A, Suparna says D, Prasad says A. So the answer for this question is going to be, population is something that inhabits the same geographical area. Yes. Individuals belonging to the same species. Yes. Possessing a constant and uniform density and dispersion. No. Population's density can change. It cannot be uniform. So answer is going to be A. Answer is going to be A. Okay. A and B are the only thing which is the correct answer. Cool. Works. If it's clear, guys, give me a thumbs up. If it's clear, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Yes, Sagar, I saw it. Perfect. Thank you so much. Lots of love to everyone out there. Question number 29. All the following interactions are mutualism except. So apart from mutual, you have to find. Hi, ma'am, once again. Okay, once again. I have to explain. I can explain. Listen. Over here, the question is, a population is correctly defined as. Okay, so what is the definition of population is being asked. So they are the ones that inhabit the same geographical area. Yes, when you talk about a population, it's a group of individuals who belong to the same species and basically inhabit the same geographical area. So this particular statement is correct. Now they belong to the same species. That will also be correct. When I say a population of human beings, we are all human beings. We belong to the same species, right? Yes. Now, do they possess a constant and uniform density and dispersion? Do they have a uniform density throughout? No, Baba, it's a population. It can change. A war has come. The population number has changed, right? So we cannot say the density will be remaining the same. So this particular statement is going to be wrong, which is why only A and B are the correct answers. I hope it is correct. I hope it is clear. Arif, I gave you the answer, Macha. It is 3 number of questions that have come from this chapter. I gave you the answer. Cool? Okay. Question number 29th. All the following interactions are mutualism except? A. Association of algae and fungi in lichens. Okay. Association of fungi and roots of higher plants in mycorrhiza. C. Plant and animal relation of pollination. And D. Association of cattle egret and grazing cattle. What do you think is the answer for this? I think you guys gave me the answer, is it? San, okay. So I'll go with the backwards. Okay, Kavana says it is D, Sanjana says it is C, Chandravati says D, Hajra says D, King and Divya and Anushka and Malupawar and Karthik. Okay, Karthik has a different answer. Everyone. Prasad says it is D, and okay. So the answer for this question is going to be D. And for the children who are getting confused between C and D, listen to me out carefully. Okay. When I talk about lichen, the association is between an algae plus what? An algae and a fungi. Is it? Just a second, okay? Just a second. Just a second. The question is wrong. Yes. Now you can try to attempt it. I think the question was wrong. Okay, association of algae and plant roots in lichen. So lichen is basically association of algae plus the roots plus the, not the plant root, but the plant. You just have to mention the, sorry. Just a second, I'm getting confused. Wait. Sorry. Algae plus fungi, mycorrhiza is again, it's going to be plant root and fungi. Okay, dimag ki batti gayi. So listen to me carefully. Over here, when I talk about mutualism, lichen is a combination of algae and a fungi. Algae, you know, it can prepare its own food, so it gives the food. What about the fungi? Fungi provides protection. Okay, fungi is going to provide protection. Apart from that, obviously, it will be helping in absorption of nutrients, but majorly protection over here. These two guys are living close by each other and they're helping each other, which is why you get a mutualistic combination, and this is what you call as lichen. There's the one that is producer over here. Always remember. Similarly, in mycorrhiza also, the producer is what? The plant roots. It provides the organic matter to the fungi. What does the fungi do? Fungi has multiple effects in the case of mycorrhiza. Always understand, it helps in the absorption of a very important nutrient which you call as phosphorus. Apart from that, it helps in resistance to diseases. It helps in tolerance to high salinity, drought condition, lot of things like that. It helps in overall plant growth and development. So that is the role of fungi over here. Again, aren't they helping each other? Yes, which is why this is also mutualistic relationship. So association of algae and a fungi in lichens is correct. It's a mutualistic relation. Association of fungi and the roots of the higher plants, that is found in mycorrhiza, that is also correct. Plant and animal relation for pollination. You know, yucca and the moth, you have seen them. Okay, yucca basically provides an area where the moth can lay its egg, whereas on the other hand, the moth helps in the pollination process, right? So again, a mutualistic relationship out there. But when you talk about cattle, egret and a grazing cattle, so cattle, egret and a grazing cattle, it's very simple to imagine. Cow is there, cow is walking around. So whenever cow walks around, you might have seen that a small bird is also there. Not a small bird, but the white color bird which is there around the cow. Why? Because when the cow moves around, basically what happens, it is going to spill off some insects upwards. It is going to make sure that some insects are moving upwards. The cattle egret are going to eat them. The cattle egret basically feeds on them. Here, you need to understand that the cow is not getting benefited. Is it? No. Cow does not get any benefit, but the cattle egret is getting benefited. That means one guy has got the benefit, the other guy is neither harmed nor benefited. This is an example of commensalism. This is an example of commensalism. So your answer for this question is going to be D. Okay? It is going to be D. Mycorrhiza association of fungi and the roots of the higher plant. Exactly. Yes, mycorrhiza is an association of fungi and the roots of the higher plants. That's correct, right? Thank you, dear. Okay, so I hope it makes sense now. For everyone, always remember in lichen combination, mycorrhiza combination, one guy is going to be the producer. Here it is going to be algae, there it is going to be plant roots. The fungi belongs to which particular genus? It belongs to glomus. It belongs to glomus over here in mycorrhiza. Okay, ma'am, you didn't read. Okay, sorry. I'll just read. Ma'am, insect help in pollination and plant gives mutualism. Exactly. Perfect, Geeta. Clear, right? This particular question is clear to everyone out there. If yes, can you just quickly give me a thumbs up? If yes, can you quickly give me a thumbs up? How do I remember everything? By teaching. Okay. So, yes, perfect. Let's go ahead. I'm sorry for not taking your names, guys. I'll be taking from the next question onwards, okay? So the next question that we have is question number 30. MacArthur's vision of 5 closely related species of warblers living on the same tree were able to avoid competition and coexist by behavioral difference. This is an example for what? This is an example for what? So basically he's saying that MacArthur said that there are warblers. There are 5 closely related species of warblers, and basically they're feeding on the same thing, but still they are existing together. Even though they're competing, they're still existing together. How? What is the reason for that? Sagar Chopra says B, Mallu Pawar says B, King also says it is B, Monica says B, Sandy says it is C, Mallu Pawar says B, okay, Rammurthy says B, Kavana says B, Vijay says it is B, Geeta says C, okay, Shankar says it is B, Arif says B, Chandravati B, Pranit says B, Shinchan, Pooja Pujari, everyone. Tanisha has a different answer, Hazira says B is the answer, GS World says B, okay, Negomia Aaron also says it is B. Okay, so King says resource partitioning occurs when species that use the same limited resource evolve specialized traits. Exactly. So listen to me very carefully. The answer for this question is going to be B. Okay, so what exactly happens is that suppose this particular studio, and I talk about this particular studio, I and one more teacher probably is going to share the studio, right? So I say that we can either fight with each other that, hey Macha, you cannot be coming over here in the studio to record things, you wait there only. So what will happen? One guy is going to dominate, other guy is going to go off. But if at all you want to make sure that all the organisms are still there, what do? You do resource partitioning. That is, just ma'am, you take the life from this particular time to this particular time, I will be coming back at this particular time to this particular time. Aren't we partitioning the resources? Yes. Same thing happens over here in the warblers. Warblers will be like, Macha, you come in the morning and you eat the food and you eat from the downside of the portion, okay? The other Macha comes and say that I will eat from the top portion. So basically they are partitioning their resources, their time, everything out there. That is how they are going to, avoid competition. So your answer for this particular question is going to be, Baba, B. It is going to be B, that is resource partitioning. Competitive release, I told you, when one organism, Balanus was there. Remember, when Balanus came, the thalamus moved upwards. They are not living entirely, but just they release the portion out there. That is known as competitive release. Competitive exclusion principle says that, basically, if at all there are 2 organisms living in the same habitat, and sharing the same species, one species, the dominant species, is going to take over the recessive ones, and basically the recessive ones are going to go off. You are going to exclude it, but that is not happening over here. It's contradictory to that. It is resource partitioning where none of them are going to go extinct. Okay, clear? Zindadil ma'am, seeing MacArthur name, I got the answer. Perfect. Okay, got it? If this particular question is clear to every one of you, just give me a quick thumbs up. If it's clear, just give me a quick thumbs up. Yes, Jasmine ma'am. Which subject is the next class? Deekshita, it will be chemistry in the evening, 5 o'clock. Ma'am, lagging, is it? Ma'am, lagging, is it? It's not lagging now. Can you check once, DJ Macha? Okay na. Okay. No, perfect. Let's go ahead with the next question that is out there, and yes. Question number 31. The interaction between cuckoo and the crow is an example for. Now this is the worst thing that I saw over here. Okay, the cuckoo and the crow. I feel very bad for the crow out there. Okay, are you just a second? What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Love you, ma'am. Love you too, dear. and your classes also. Thank you so much. Sagar says it is C. Nagalinga says it is C. Mallu Pawar says C. Sandy says C. Sagar says into okay. Ashoka first. Okay. Vijay says C. Chandravati says C. Karthik Pooja Pujari, Anvita, Manish, Mallu Pawar, Ramamurthy, Shinchan, and Mohammad Atif. GS World, Anvita, Divya, Geeta. Okay. And King, Praneeth, Atif, Arif. Everyone, I hope I'm not missing out anyone's name out there. Salinity, listen to me very carefully. The answer for this particular question is going to be what? It is going to be C, brood parasitism. And the reason I feel bad is for the crow is that, listen to me carefully. So here is the egg. Sorry, this is not how the nest looks. But just imagine this is a nest out there. And in this nest, Papa Crow comes and lays the egg. Okay, Papa Crow comes and lays the egg. This is the crow that comes in. So I know, oh my God. I might not be really good in drawing, but yes. Anyways, this looks like a duck now, but anyways, this was the crow. This was supposed to be the crow. It came and laid its eggs over there. Okay, it's crow's nest. Now what happened? The cuckoo guy came in. Okay, the cuckoo or koel is what you call it. The cuckoo or koel came into the picture and it also laid its egg over here. It also laid its egg over here. Can you differentiate between a cuckoo and crow's egg? No, because everything looks the same. Why? Because this guy, that is the cuckoo, okay, made sure that it evolved in a way, it evolves its eggs in a way that it has high resemblance to the crow's egg. The crow's egg did not undergo evolution. It's the cuckoo's egg that underwent evolution in a way that it resembles the crow's egg. What is going to happen? The crow macha will be coming and providing nutrition and food and everything will there. Crow does not have that much brain, right? So what is going to happen? A big problem is going to happen. So it is parasitism. You are basically making the use of some other organism's energy, and this is known as brood parasitism. Okay? Works? Okay? Exactly. So bad. You also feel bad for cuckoo? Sorry, crow? I also. Same macha. So your answer for this particular question is going to be C. Is this point clear? Always remember, cuckoo's egg evolves, not the crow's egg. Okay? Ma'am, when is the next class? When is the next class of biology, or when is the next class of any other subject out there? Yes, Sagar. Sadly, it does not count the number of eggs. So if it is clear, just give me a thumbs up. If it's clear, just give me a thumbs up, guys. We'll move on to the next question out there. Yes, perfect. Clear. Thank you. Question number 32, it goes like this. World's pearl logistic growth is described by the equation dn by dt is equals to r and k minus n divided by k, where r and k represents what? R and k represents what, macha? R and k is going to represent what? When I say that this is a formula over here, dn by dt is equals to rn k minus n divided by k. Thank you, Arif. Okay, King says the answer for this question is B. Sandy says it is B. Okay, Ramamurthy says B. Mohammed Zawils also says hello. Nagalinga says B. King. Okay, Chandravati, Shruti, Vijay, Arif. Most of you guys are saying the answer for this question is B. GS World, Praneeth, Solinity, Pooja Pujari, Vijay, Shinchan. Okay, B is what? R is intrinsic rate of natural increase. Is that so? Yes. It is representing the intrinsic rate of natural increase. Basically, I can also denote it by B minus D. That is birth minus death. So, it is intrinsic rate of natural increase. So, suppose birth is more, obviously, it is going to more. It is going to be, the value of it is going to be more. Okay, now what is K over here? K is going to be the carrying capacity. Listen, whenever we talk about an environment, we basically follow a logistic growth, logical form of growth. None of us can grow like this, right? That is J-shaped curve. That is exponential growth. We cannot grow like that. Basically, in all of our environment, there are some factors out there which is going to be limited. For example, in COVID, we saw a lot of lockdown and things happen. We were all fighting for food. Okay, why? There was a limiting factor out there, which means that we cannot outgrow that. There's a carrying capacity of every environment out there, and that particular carrying capacity is being denoted by what? The term K. It is being denoted by the term K. So R is intrinsic rate of natural increase and K is the carrying capacity, which is why your answer for this question is going to be B. Is this question clear? Most of you gave me the answer as B only. I didn't see anyone gave me wrong answer. So all of you are absolutely correct, and I'm super proud of you. Okay, 32nd question we have reached. Sandy, I think there are 45 questions. Okay, books. Thanos. No, we didn't fight. Yes, we didn't fight, but some did, right? So, done? Clear? Just give me a thumbs up if it is clear. And everyone, I'm reminding you again, if you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, very, very important. And one more very important thing that I will be discussing after this particular question, next question, okay? Thank you for giving the thumbs up, Vijay, as well as Sandy and Shinchan. Let's go ahead with the next question, question number 33. Read the statements and choose the correct answer. Statement number 1, the monarch butterfly feeds on poisonous weeds during its caterpillar stage. Statement number 2, it helps butterfly to become distasteful to its predator. What do you think is the correct answer for this? What do you think is the correct answer for this? Does the monarch butterfly feed on the poisonous weeds during its caterpillar stage? And does that help for it to become distasteful? What do you think is the answer? You have A, B, C, D options. Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false, and the list goes on. Salinity, thank you, dear. And Divya says A. Okay, Sandy says it is D. Okay. King says it is B. Deepu says it is B. Okay. King says B. Sagar says B. Ramavati says B. Chandravati says B. Most of you guys are saying B is the answer. RF, Pooja Pujari, GS World, Shankar Nayak, Salinity, Tanisha, Geeta. Geeta says it is D. Mohammed says it is A, Andeep says it is B, Geeta says it is D, Vijay, okay, listen to me. And Manju also says it is B. The answer for this particular question is going to be, both the statements are correct. Both the statements are true. And just a second. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is the correct explanation of this. Yes, it is correct. Listen, the monarch butterfly, it looks very pretty. It looks very, very pretty. And basically, since it can be spotted very easily, you need to have a defense mechanism also against the predators, right? So when it is in the caterpillar stage, it goes and feeds on the poisonous weeds out there, making sure that it has some poison within it. Later on, when it grows up and anything comes and eats it, it is very distasteful, so that it will not come and try to eat it again. So both the statements 1 and 2 is correct. So statement 1 is correct and the second statement is explaining that, which is why the answer for this particular question is going to be B. Okay, yes, exactly. Monarch but caterpillars feed almost exclusively on milkweed plants. Exactly. And milkweed contains what? Chemicals called cardiac glycosides. So everyone who gave me the answer for B and King, you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely great. You're going great. Okay, if it's clear, just give me a thumbs up. If you have any doubt, ask me. Subramani also said it is B. Good. Okay, clear, Macha? For everyone, this particular question is clear. And guys, please remember, do not forget to watch the videos, the previous videos. It is very, very important. Now, one very important thing before I go ahead, and that is about KC30. Listen to me very carefully. Those of you who have not enrolled into a crash course and who feels that I need a guidance, please do not do it late. If you want to take it up right now itself. There's a 500 rupees off also, which is ongoing for the limited time period. There will be PU1 and PU2 syllabus that is going to be covered. There will be doubt solving sessions every single day. At least one teacher is going to come and solve your doubts. Live doubt solving session will be there. There will be test series, okay, as in basically you are going to get some n amount of mock test in this particular in this particular crash course itself. And as I said, there's a 500 rupees off ongoing. If you're planning to take it up fast, because the classes have already started from 21st of March. Okay, so you're already late. So make sure you do that. And now, if you are looking just for a test series and newer questions, okay, a legit test series which worked really well for the previous year, children, you can go ahead with ABHYAS, and it is available for just rupees 999. Both of the links are given in the description section. Okay, both of the links are given in the description section. So it was 2499. I'll calculate 2499 minus 500. It might be now available for rupees 1999. Okay, so just check it out once. Go read all the things which are there. If you think it's useful for you, then take it up. If at all it's not, if you think that I can manage by yourself, you can do that. Okay, so please do that. And in the ABHYAS, you'll get 30 to 35 mock tests, and it's really good. ABHYAS, previous year, people who took ABHYAS said so good things about it. So yes. It is online. It is online. Okay, it's not offline. It's online. If you're looking for offline courses, there is Lakshya KCET Crash Course. Yeah. Yes, the link is there in the description. Okay, check it out. Now, question number 34. From the given options, identify the correct combination of population interaction that corresponds to the symbols given here. So, parasitism, So basically plus plus is given over here, minus minus is given over here, plus 0 is given over here. So you have to identify which one comes under that. Pranat, doubt sessions are there? Yes. Daily one teacher comes for the doubt session, dear. Okay? So, yes. So, Muhammad Atif says it is A, Karthik says it is C, Prasad says it is D, Shinchan says it is C. Okay, Sandy says it is B, Mallu Pawar says B, Shinchan B, sorry, C, Shankar A, Mallu Pawar D, okay. Pooja Pujari C, Subramani C, and Pranit, okay ma'am. Sri Gavi says C, Divya says C, Ashok, Karthik, King, Chandravati, Geeta, listen to me. Everyone who said C is the answer. Let me check it out by myself, okay? Plus plus means both of them are getting benefited. So it has to be mutualism. So I'll remove these options. Okay. Now I have minus minus. Minus minus means both of them are not getting benefit of it. Both of them are getting negatively affected. That happens in competition. When you compete, basically what is going to happen? Both of them are going to be affected in some or the other ways. That is why it is a negative interaction that is there. So basically it will be like this. Now plus 0 means one is affected and one is not. One is getting benefited and the other one is neither being affected or benefited out there. For example, cattle, egret and the cow. Cow is not getting benefited, but the other guy is. But the other guy is getting benefited. Is cow harmed? No. So basically this is example of commensalism. Again, when you get questions like this, try to match this and this first, then come to this. You might be having easier option towards the end, right? So the answer for this question is going to be C. For those of you who have understood this particular question clearly, just give me a quick thumbs up. If it's super clear for everyone out there, give me a thumbs up. We'll move on to the next question. Okay ma'am, perfect. Minus 0 is commensalism. Exactly. Minus 0 means one is getting negatively affected, other is not getting affected at all. Neither harm nor affected. That is commensalism. Correct. An example for commensalism is not given in NCERT. So yeah. Question number 35. The shape of the pyramids reflects the growth status of the population. Identify the type of age pyramid represented for human population. So over here the age pyramid looks like this. The base over here, if at all you see, it's less. Okay, then it is more over here and then it is less over here. What does the base represent? It always represents one thing, that is pre-reproductive age group. Pre-reproductive age group, as in they are children. They are in less age. Later they can reproduce. Okay, so that base is less. Over here it represents the reproductive age group. The one that are in reproducible age group, they are reproducing. And this represents post-reproductive age group. Post-reproductive age group. Always remember if the base is less, that means the organism who are there to reproduce in future, they are less. Population is going to what? Population is going to decline, right? Is it going to decline? Yes, it is going to decline. So the answer for this question is going to be A. Okay, so there are three types. One is where it is going to grow, and that looks like this because the lower part is big. One is where the lower part and the reproductive part remains the same. It is stable. You say it is stable. And one is where the lower part is less, the upper parts are more. So that is going to be declining. Cool. And the logic behind that is this only, that is pre-reproductive age group organisms are less. That means you do not have much organisms later in the future to reproduce. So the answer for this question is going to be A. Is this question clear to everyone out there? Clear? Shall we go ahead with the next question? Expanding, stable and declining. Exactly, Shinchan. Expanding, stable and declining. Perfect. Yes. Okay, next question that we have, 10 more questions and then we are done with this particular live. So make sure, okay, why did the number go down? Anyways, identify the correct statements from the following. Cuscuta is a chlorophyllous endoparasite. Does it have chlorophyll and is it an endoparasite? As far as I know, Cuscuta stays on the surface of the plant and it has finger-like projection that goes inside the plant to take in water and nutrients. It's an ectoparasite. It stays on the surface, right? It stays on the surface. So this will be wrong. You have to find which is the correct statement. Now I have given you a clue. You have to tell me the answer for this. Come on, go ahead. The human liver fluke needs only one host to complete its life cycle. What do you think? The human liver fluke needs only one host to complete this life cycle. Third thing, the life cycle of endoparasite is more complex due to their extreme specialization. The one who stays inside, do you think that they are more complex? Okay, and the fourth thing, during the course of evolution, the host bird's eggs have evolved to resemble the eggs of the parasitic bird. Host bird over here is going to be a crow. Remember, host is a crow, parasite is what? The cuckoo. So does the host bird egg evolve to resemble like the egg of the parasitic bird, or is the other way around? Think about it. Think around it. Muhammad Atif says the answer for this question is C. King says it is C. Okay. Pooja Pujari says C. Shruti says C. GS Suni says C. Tanisha says C. Sinchana says host. Okay. Chandravati says C. Savitra says C. Arif C. Sandy says B. Divya says B. Pranit says C. Sagar says B. Oh my God. Different answers we are getting over here. Prasad George says it is B. Savitra says it's C. Shristi is there saying it is C. Listen to me very carefully. Let's check it out together. Okay, Macha? Listen. This is wrong, we just studied about it. Cuscuta is definitely not an endoparasite, it's an exoparasite. Ectoparasite, it stays outside and it does not have chlorophyll, obviously. So this is going to be wrong. The human liver fluke needs only one host to complete its life cycle. Wrong. It needs multiple hosts. It needs multiple hosts. One host of that is snail. The other host, if at all you can remember, it will be really good. Snail and then what? Snail and then what? There is one more host and then finally human beings. And then finally human beings. So it has multiple hosts. So this is going to be wrong. Life cycle of endoparasite is more complex. Definitely yes. They're staying within our body, so they have to be more complex. How can you survive within our body if at all you're not complex, right? Now lastly, during the life cycle, okay, not the organism is not complex, the life cycle is complex. Okay, anyways. During the course of evolution, the host bird's egg have evolved? No. It's the parasite bird's egg that has evolved to look like the host bird's egg. So this is going to be wrong. What is the only correct statement that we have? That is this. Only third option is correct. Okay, so the answer for this question is going to be C. It is going to be C. Shesha Gopal Rao, Ma'am Narendra. Hello. Shashikala, thank you so much, dear. Okay, means a lot. Is this question clear to everyone? If yes, just quickly give me a thumbs up. If yes, quickly give me a thumbs up. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. I said wrong, ma'am. It happens. We study with that. Okay, we study with that. Let's go. Question number 37. Relate column 1 with column 2 with regard to predatory behavior. You have to look for the predatory behavior. Ma'am, 35 repeat. 35. Will it be okay if it all are repeated towards the end? Okay, champ, I'll repeat it towards the end since we are already forward, right? Yeah? Okay. So, relate column 1 with column 2. Calotropis, pisaster, monarch butterfly and frog is given. Ma'am, I only know one thing, that is monarch butterfly. And what do we know about that? That it is distasteful. So, C goes with 2. With that, can I find my answer? C goes with 2. I just have 2 options. So, basically, I can at least eliminate the options that is there. Right? Now, you have this and this. Calotropis is what, Baba? Calotropis is what? Divya says the answer for this question is A. Aditya says it is C. Vijay says it is B. Okay. Shisha Rao says it is A. Okay. What about others? Come on. Sagar says it is B. Ma'am, go with B. Okay. Okay, Shinchan. Pranit says it is B. B is this, right? And let's check if at all it is B. Calotropis is a plant, and the Calotropis plant, you might have seen it's a wild plant out there, you might be seeing it everywhere. It basically produces cardiac glycosides, so which is why none of the organism will prefer eating it. Yes, it's toxic. So A goes with 4, A goes with 4. I just have one option, B is going to be my answer. Pisaster, which is there, is a starfish. It's a starfish which is there. Starfish comes under invertebrates, which is why B goes with 1. Frogs which are there, they are cryptically colored. Sometimes you are not able to spot a frog. Why? Because they show camouflaging out there. Right? So the answer for this question is going to be this, B. Oh, Geeta, your name is Bhavya actually. Nice. Okay, so everyone who gave me the correct answer as B, you are absolutely correct. Mainly cows do not feed on calotropis. Exactly. The cattle do not prefer that. Ramoti says B. Chandravati. Okay, perfect. Guys, is this lagging behind somehow? Okay. So now let's go ahead. So next question that we have. Question number 38. Everyone give me a thumbs up if it is clear. Yeah, perfect. Thank you for responding. And let's go ahead. Average natality rate in our village is 25. The average mortality is 24. Immigration is 2 and emigration is 3. And the net increase in the population is going to be what? You have to use a formula. You have to use a formula. Okay, average natality means birth rate. Natality means birth rate. Okay, birth rate is mentioned as, let's go ahead, as 25. Okay, mortality which is there, that means death rate. It is mentioned as 24. Immigration means addition of population. Immigration means from outside someone is coming inside to a population. That is 2. Emigration, which is exit of organisms from the population, that will be 3. Right, so these are positive factors, these are negative factors. Now what do you have to find out? You have to find out the net increase in population. What do you think is the answer for this particular question? Divya says it is B. Okay. What about others? Anvida, okay, thank you so much. Narendra says it is B, and ours says it is B. Chandravati says it is 0. Okay. Savitra says it is hi. Savitra says it is B, and is it? Yes. Sagar, Venkatesh, Pooja Pujari, Vijay, everyone, I hope you're doing great. Rafat, perfect. Pranit. So listen, the answer for this particular question is going to be 0. It is going to be 0. Why? Because you have to use a formula, that is this. What is the formula? Natality plus immigration minus mortality plus emigration. The positive factors together, negative factors together, and you put a minus sign. That will be helping you with the net increase. So if at all you see, 25 plus 2 is 27, 24 plus 3 is also 27. So 27 minus 27, it is going to be 0. It is going to be 0. Okay, so which is why your answer for this particular question is going to be 0. Cool. Is this question clear to you? Say hi, ma'am. Hello. Hello, champ. Question is clear. Shrishti. Guys, and do not rely on anyone else's answer for your answer. It's a very important thing. Try to answer by yourself, okay? They will not be there in your examination hall, right? So, Macha, if it's clear, give me a thumbs up. If it's clear, give me a thumbs up, and do not forget this formula. It's important. Shesharao, all your doubts which is there, which you have already covered, if you have doubts related to those questions, I'll be covering it towards the end. I'll stay back and I'll cover it, I promise. The children who know me, right? Yes. Let's go ahead. Perfect. Question number 39. Cuscuta is an example of ectoparasitism, brood parasitism, predation, or endoparasitism. Cuscuta is an example of what? Thank you for thumbs up. Cuscuta is an example for what? Divya says it is A. Okay, Sagar says it is D. Sandy says it is A. Shinchan says it is A. Muhammad says it is D. Okay. Darren, okay. Chandravati, Prasad, Shankar, Arif, Divya, Pooja Pujari. T, sir. Okay, so most of you guys are saying A is the answer. Some people are confused with D also. Listen to me. It cannot be an endoparasite. Suppose this is a plant that you're having over here. Suppose this is a plant that you're having over here. It basically surrounds through the plant. It is not getting inside the plant body, is it? No, you can clearly see Cuscuta growing. It's an ectoparasite. And basically, if at all, I have a zoomed image of this guy over here. Suppose this is a plant stem. This is what? Your stem of the plant, or a part of the plant. This guy, which is Cuscuta, is very ridiculous. You know what it do? It produces finger-like projections into the plant body and takes in, xylem and flowing or running through this. So food and water is going, it takes in the food and the water. That's so bad, right? Yes. And the finger-like projections are known as Haustoria. But it's an ectoparasite. It's outside the surface of the body. So which is why your answer is going to be A, not this. Is it clear? I told, but it's by miss. I told. It's okay, it's okay. Guys, is this particular question clear? So everyone who said A is the correct answer, you guys are correct. For everyone who thought that other things are correct, I hope it's clear for you. If clear, just give me a thumbs up. Okay? Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, let's go ahead with the next question out there. Question number 40. Which of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? Which one is not a parasitic adaptation? That is the question. Loss of unnecessary sense organs, absence of adhesive organs or suckers, loss of digestive system, and high reproductive capacity. Which is not a parasitic adaptation? That is the question. Drink water, ma'am. Thank you guys for reminding me. Yes. Okay, Sagar says it is B. Shankar Naik says it is B. Sandy says it is B. And Prasad says Ara. Ara. Okay. Vijay says it is B. Okay. Prasad says it is D. Pranit is next level. Thank you so much. Okay. Shruti, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're good too. Puja says B. Chandravati says B. Not ZYT says B. Okay. Shantappa, Shasharao, and Shambhu, Alvin Negi. I see new people adding up there. Dhanush, everyone says the answer for this question is B. Most of you guys are saying it is B. Why do you say it is B? First thing, you have to find which is not a parasitic adaptation. Loss of unnecessary sense organs, yes, it is a parasitic adaptation. Okay, why? Because, listen to me very carefully. Over here, suppose I am a tapeworm. Now this tapeworm which is there has a hand, has a leg and everything. Do you think I can move around the intestine? Oh no, my everything is going to get stuck. So you would not need the sense organs even as in ears or stuff like that, because it could be too complicated for me to walk around. So definitely this is a parasitic adaptation. You have been asked what is not. Absence of adhesive organs. Baba, I do not have hand, legs and nothing like that. How will I survive? I have to be at the same position for some time. How can I do that? If at all I have adhesive organs only, I can stay at one particular place. But here it is mentioned that there is absence of adhesive organs. That is a bit wrong, right? This is the wrong statement. And sometimes we just see this part and we think, oh my God, this is not the answer. This is the thing. Absence, no. Presence should be there, right? Loss of digestive system, no. They do not need digestive system. Why they do not need digestive system? Listen to me carefully. They want easy food. Okay, they want easy food. Now our digestive system is there, our food is getting broken down easily. They just need to absorb it. Why to have a digestive system when we have human beings, right? So obviously you do not need it. Now to create a ruckus inside our body, obviously you need to have high reproductive capacity. That's how you're going to increase the population out there and be a good terrorist in the case of our body. So basically, what is the answer for this particular question? It is going to be B. So the answer is B. Ma'am, ultimate aim of life is moksha, not KCET. Yes, ultimate aim is definitely not KCET. Okay. Let's go. Thank you, guys. It's clear? Yes. Let's go ahead with the next question. If at all it's clear. Geeta, ma'am, read my answer. Read your answer. Ma'am, I found because remaining 3 are parasitic. So, yes, exactly. Perfect. Guys, if it's clear, just give me a quick thumbs up and please stop spamming the chat. This particular question you want me to repeat? 40th question. Trishti. Yes, okay, fine. I'll repeat. Listen. Okay, so it goes like this. You are talking about what is not a parasitic adaptation, right? Which is not. So, loss of unnecessary sense organs is a parasitic adaptation. In the case of a parasite, it does not need much sense organs out there because it will be difficult for it to move around if at all it has ears and stuff like that. So, loss of unnecessary sense organs is a parasitic adaptation. Here you have been asked what is not. Okay, now absence of adhesive organs or suckers. So, you need suckers or the adhesive organs to stay at one particular position. And they are the ones which basically takes our blood and stuff like that. So definitely they need suckers and things like that. Here it is written that absence is there. It is not present at all. So don't you think it's not a parasitic adaptation? Because if it was a parasitic adaptation, they would have mentioned presence of adhesive organs. So this is going to be wrong. Now, loss of digestive system. They do not have a digestive system. Why? Because they do not need digest food. It is staying inside the human body, and human beings digest their own food with the help of the small intestine and stuff like that, right? They need to just absorb it. Why to carry one more extra system? It can be heavy for them. They do not need it. This is why this is also going to be wrong. Now, high reproductive capacity. High reproductive capacity is a key feature of parasites. If at all they are reproducing, that's only how they can increase the number in our body and cause more trouble, right? So basically, this is also correct. So only answer for this question is going to be B. I hope now it is clear. Yeah? Ma'am, BSc food inspector is good or not? Chandravati, I need to check about it. Okay, it is somehow in some places it is good. For example, when you go to Dubai and all, make sense out there. Again, depends on the college that you're studying from, the placement that it offers, all of it as well. Okay, yes, perfect. Next question, the question number 41. Which of the following population attributes contributes to the increase in the population density? It increases the population density over here. Natality and immigration, mortality and emigration, natality and emigration, mortality and immigration. What do you think is the answer for this? Narendra, I told you, dear, I'll take your doubts at the end, right? Is this clear? Ma'am, go with A. A is what? Natality and immigration. Exactly. Birth rate and also people adding up, it is going to increase the population density. There is no too much to explain over here. B or C. B is mortality and emigration. It leads to death. Death and emigration, it leads to decrease of population density, right? So obviously that is going to be wrong. And here, natality and emigration. Natality is correct, birth rate. But emigration means people are moving out. That is not going to increase the population density. Mortality and immigration. People are dying, but now you're including more people inside. That does not bring again any big change in the population density. So your only answer for this question is going to be A. Is this question clear to you? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Hello Amresh, hello. And everyone who have been very consistent in giving answers, I adore you guys. You guys are absolutely great. Ma'am, if parasites are well adapted to survive inside a host, why haven't they evolved to be less harmful over time? They are less harmful, which is why they can sustain in our body for a very long time. If at all they were very bad. See, there are parasites which are very harmful. They do not sustain because they are being killed. Even they kill us, okay? But most of them, they stay in a way that survive. For example, so many of us might have roundworm in our gut and we might never even know about that. Only after a certain point of time. Why? Because they do the infection really slow. And when it comes to be the highest amount, obviously there is a huge different thing. They die, we die. Okay, me die, they die actually. But yeah, nice question by the way. Okay, question number 42. If 8 individuals in a laboratory population of 80 fruit flies died during a specified time interval, the death rate in the population during that particular period is what? If 8 individuals were there in a laboratory of 80 fruit flies and they died, okay, 8 individuals in the laboratory population of 80 fruit flies died during a specified time interval, what is the death rate of the population? What do you think is the death rate of the population? It will end soon, dear. 10 minutes maximum. Okay, Shishirao says it is B, Ananya says it is C, Sagar says it is C, Shantappa says it is A, Shinchan says let's go with C. Okay, is this KCET questions? Yes, Macha, it is. Okay, so Suresh, Shri Gavi, Tanisha, Muhammad Atif and Puja Pujari, Geeta, Sandy, Viresh, everyone says. Mostly everyone is saying C, but some people are also saying it is B. Okay, listen to me very carefully. The answer is going to be C. Well, you have a formula for the death rate. Number of individuals being dying or being added up, dying, okay, divided by the initial population size. So basically 8 individuals in a laboratory population of 80 fruit flies dies. So initial population was 80, out of them 8 died. If at all you take the formula for that, it comes out to be 0.1. It comes out to be 0.1 individual per time interval, whatever time interval is there, and be very specific. Sometimes they can twist the question in a way and they can give you 0.1 per time interval. Okay, they can mention per time interval. Where did the individual go? So you have to understand that also. 0.1 per individual per time interval, that is how actually it should be going. Anyway, per individual is not being given over here, so which is why it will be just this, C. Okay, it is going to be C. Perfect, Vijay and Shinchan, everyone who gave me the answer. And apart from that, who gave me the answer? Everyone who, who solved the question right now, that's what I meant. But everyone else who gave me the answer, you guys are absolutely rocking. Is this question clear to everyone? Please remember the death rate and the birth rate. Both the questions go like this. Whatever number of individuals are being added up, they come at the top. Whatever the population size is there, they come in the bottom. In the death rate, whatever people are dying, come at the top. Whatever number of organisms were already there, come in the bottom. Okay? Cool? Works, right? King, hi. It works for everyone. I hope it's super clear. Super clear? Is calculator allowed in the examination? KCET, no. Yes, it works. Thank you so much. Dear children, I think ding 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 ding. There are only 45 questions. That means we are on the 43rd. 3 more questions. Okay. Carnivorous animals, lions and leopards. This is not a KCT question that I've taken from outside. Okay. So Macha, we are ending up the class. I'm literally sad for that. Okay, but yes, you might be happy. Anyways, so carnivorous animals like lions and leopards occupy the same niche. But lions predate mostly larger animals and leopards they take the smaller ones. This mechanism of competition is referred to as, ma'am, lion and leopard is not given in NCERT. Okay, it's not given. The understanding that you should be having is from the question. Try to understand it. What does it show? What does it show? Vijay says it is C, Ananya says it is C, King says it is C, and Muhammad Atif, Puja Bajari says it is C, Vijay says it is C, Sandy says it is A, Veeresh, I'll take it out, okay? Rekha says it is C, Sandy says C, Dhanushri says C, Muhammad Atif, Ramamurthy, and Muhammad Sabil and Rekha and Narendra, Srigavi, Shrishti, everyone says the answer for this question is Tanisha, Sagar, Shambhu. Okay, C is what? Resource partitioning. So basically you have understood the assignment. Remember the warblers? I told you. If at all there are two organisms remaining in the same niche and they want to have food, they have to partition their resources. So the larger one, lions are going to eat the larger organisms, whereas leopards take the smaller ones. This is resource partitioning. Okay, this is known as resource partitioning. So your answer for this question is going to be C. Okay, works? Understood? Ma'am, if population was growing instead of shrinking, would we use the same formula for birth rate, or does immigration change the math? Population was growing instead of shrinking. Yeah. We will use the same formula for the birth rate as well, dear. Okay? Cool. Next question that we have. बुरा वक्त शुरू हो गया है. Why do you say so? Yes. Question number 44. Second last question of the day, and it goes like this. The age pyramid with a broad base indicates what? The age pyramid with a broad base indicates what? High percentage of old individuals, low percentage of young individuals, stable population, D, high percentage of young individuals. What do you think is the answer for this? Ma'am, total questions, one more question will be there. 45 questions. Okay. Ananya says it is D, Sagar says it is D, Shinchan says it is D, Chetu is there, hello. Chetu says it is D, Sandy says C, Pranit says D, Shasharao says it is D, Srigavi D, Pranit says D, Shinchan says go with D, okay. Ashoka D, Tanisha C, Prasad C, King says D, okay. Shruti, Puja Pujari, Geeta, Vijay and Alvina, Veeresh, everyone listen to me very carefully, Rekha also. The answer for this question is going to be, if you're talking about a broad base, that means pre-reproductive age group is more, right? Right. That means the population is going to be increasing. So high percentage of old individuals? No. Low percentage of young individuals? No. A stable population? Obviously no. High percentage of young individuals? Yes. So young individuals are the ones which are going to reproduce later on. So your answer for this question is going to be D. Pre-reproductive age group. Okay? Got it? Got it? So D is the answer for this particular question. If you have understood this question, give me a thumbs up. If you have understood the question, give me a thumbs up. If you have a doubt, ask me right away in this question, okay? Okay. Sandy, understood, right? You said no. So, yeah, perfect. Thank you, guys. So, last question. And you might not see me for the live for, I think, I'm not sure about Saturday, will I be there or not, but yeah, anyways. So question number 45, an interesting modification of flower shape for insect pollination occurs in some orchids, in which a male insect mistakes the pattern on the orchid flower for the female species and tries to copulate with it, thereby pollinating the flower. This phenomenon is called. So basically, you have heard about Mediterranean orchid. This orchid looks like a female female honeybee. The male honeybee comes and tries to copulate with this particular plant, thinking that it's a female honeybee. What do you call this process as? Pseudopollination, pseudoparthenocarpy, mimicry, or pseudocopulation? The easiest hot question. What do you think is the answer for this? It is going to be pseudocopulation, false copulation. Okay, it is going to be false copulation. Somehow it comes under, thank you Shambhu, it comes under mutualism as well. Okay, because the plant is getting the benefit of having the pollination being done, and basically the organism think it is copulation, so yes, that benefit is there. Apart from that, it also receives some pollinants which we can eat, or probably it can get the nectar and stuff like that. So yes, so the answer for this is D, and I really want to name everyone who gave me the answer for this, because this is the last question, right? So let's go ahead. Ananya, we miss you. I miss you too. Ananya says it is D. Shisha Rao says it is D. Pooja Pujari. Sandy had a different answer. I hope it's correct by now. Anvita says D. Rekha says D. And Chetu and Arif. Sri Gavi. Anvita, Sagar, a visible cartoon. Chandravati, Tanisha, Ramamurthy, Viresh, Vijay, and Shankar Nayak, Rekha, Shrishti, King, Pranit, Muhammad Atif, and anyone new? Shivamani, Narendra, everyone. Perfect. So I hope I have not missed out anyone's name. If I have missed, please forgive me. So by this, we end today's session. Before we go ahead, if you have any doubts, please stay back. I'll take your doubts, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button before going if you have actually liked the session. Okay, ma'am, is there for any live of chemistry and physics? Yes, Elvina, for every subject there is a live. Make sure you go through it. So there are sessions but have been taken up. If at all you want to just go watch the sessions, you can do so. Okay, now today there is a live at 5 p.m. for chemistry. You can check it out. Thank you so much, Vijay. Okay, thank you so much, and yes, we'll miss you. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Okay. And Prasad, yes, I'll be talking about that. Thank you for reminding me once more. So I have taken the screenshot of your name and all. I hope the name is Prasad George itself, right? The name of our registration is Prasad George itself. If at all, please let me know. If at all it's something else, please let me know. Okay. Noor, thank you so much. So I'm seeing children who are, okay, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. And yes. And Sinchana, that's so considerate of you. Alvina, you're most welcome, champ. And bye. Please clear doubt. Yes, I had clear the doubt, dear. The formula remains the same, Virish. Pranit, we miss you, Jasmina. We'll miss you too until the next. Okay. Bye. Thank you, Suresh. Thank you, Venkatesh, Prashant, Shambhu, everyone. Shrishti. Arif, ma'am, your Insta ID, please. God, wish I could tell you, but most of you, some of you have found out that somehow. I do not know how, but yes. Miss you, ma'am. Okay, guys, please ask me your doubt. I'm here to take care of your doubts. If you have any doubts, thank you. Bye, everyone. Ma'am, what is from April 9? You are yet to know about that. We'll let you know about that. Ma'am, it's Salome George. Okay, thank you so much for telling that, your name. Now I can go ahead and check it up. So you basically registered for KC30, right? And the money went, but it was meant as not debited, is what I'm assuming, right? Yes. So I did not watch. I have not watched yet, but yeah, I would love to try it up. Okay. Ma'am, would you tell more about the examination score, as in for KCET, if at all, which course you're looking forward for? Okay, Prasad, done. Okay, I mean, Salome, done. Second PUC results, probably second week of, April. Yes. BSc Nursing. In BSc Nursing, what I believe is you have to give CET. In that, the CET score is going to be considered. Okay, so basically 60 questions are going to come from physics, chemistry, as well as biology. And you have to score really good. That means out of 180, if at all you can really do good, it will be good for getting into a good college. Okay, here the PU2 marks are not being considered, is what I remember. I have done a separate video on that. If at all you can check out the recorded video, like all about KCET and all. If at all you check that, it will be really good for you. Okay, just have a check. Cool? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Guys, is there any doubt related to the questions given over here? If you have any doubt related to the questions, please tell me. Otherwise, we'll end up the live. Top pharmacy college, yet to find that out. Alvina, I need to check the cutoff the previous year. If at all you want to check it by yourself, you can do so. You have to go to KA's website, go to the previous year, okay, previous year data, go to 2025. In that, you just do Control F. I'll repeat, go to KA's website and go to previous year data. At the top, it might be there. Go to 2025, UG CET 2025. And once you do that, click on cutoff. Do Control F in your keyboard and write cutoff out there. So there will be different round cutoff being mentioned. Third round you go, and then when you click on third round cutoff, it will be coming for different courses. Look for the course that you're looking for, that is nursing, and look for the college. Okay, St. John's. If I can, yes. So is B Pharma good? Yes, B Pharma is actually good, but depends on what you pursue later on. For example, my own brother, elder brother, he took B Pharma, and he is doing pretty great now. Okay, he is by God's grace, he is doing pretty great now. But again, it all depends on how smart you are, how hard you have worked, how good you have explored your capabilities out there. So make sure you do not restrict yourself to just enter any random college out there. Pick up a good college if at all possible. If it's possible, try to do better in your KCET examination or whatever way you're planning to get into. And not just about the college. Once you get out of the college, once you get into a job, make sure you give your best out there, explore the options that you have, study always, okay, always be open to study. So yes, so I think, hi Macha, hello. So yes, so I think that will sum up everything. I don't see any doubt related to the concepts out there, which is why I'll write ma'am 20 repeat. Okay, 20th question is what you're asking. 20th question goes like this. You're asking about this question? Shesha Rao, are you asking about this particular question? Ma'am, is this class free, or am I going to get a bill for all this knowledge? It's free. It's free. Narendra, are you talking about this particular question? Okay. So, listen to me very carefully. The drug prescribed to the patients who have undergone organ transplant is going to be an immunosuppressive drug. Because whenever, suppose I am taking kidney from you, okay, I'm taking kidney from you, your kidney is foreign for me, but I needed it, my kidney is not working well. What happens? My body will react to it. Okay, my body will react to it, can even kill the cells of this particular new thing that have come up. Now, at this point, I need the kidney, which is why I'm going to take immunosuppressive agent. It is going to suppress my immune system. And that immunosuppressive agent that we have is cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A is an immunosuppressive agent that we get from Trichoderma polysporum, a fungi. Okay, a Trichoderma polysporum, a fungi, is the one that helps in the production of cyclosporin A, which is why C is the answer for this question. Why not A? Because here cyclosporin A has been mentioned, but produced by Monascus purpureus? No, that is another fungi responsible for production of statin, not cyclosporin A. Okay, so please know that. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Statin is the one that lowers the blood cholesterol level, stabilizes the blood cholesterol level, and it is produced from Monascus purpureus. Okay, not Trichoderma. So I hope it's clear. Ma'am, C, exactly. So C is the answer for this. Works? Cool. Understood? So guys, I think I didn't see any other doubts. So Narendra, you have any doubt? Rafat, ma'am, what about veterinary sciences? My knowledge to that particular thing is pretty less. Would be wrong to give you any advice related to that. But definitely could be doing my research and telling you better later on. Yeah, if I get a time. Yes. Yes. So that's all, my dear children. I hope you had a great class. We'll see you soon with the next class. Do not forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Wishing you the best. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Okay, okay, Salome, I will be checking through that, and always make sure when you're doing the payments like this, it will be better if at all you practice it through the website, okay? Okay, chalo, bye-bye.